Hello, everybody. This is the CashApp. How you guys doing? You guys know who I am. I just love to pop it up whenever I feel like it. So I guess you guys saw from the fact that I did not have the correct screen up when you came in. Yeah, we're going to be going over Jason's new video, and we're also going to be going over some older videos from what I like to lovingly refer to as the Crack House Roach Motel saga. So some of these are going to be my favorites, my personal favorites. I love these ones that we're going to be going over. Not quite as much as I love the big one where she had the big mads, but it's close enough. So anyway, we're going to get into it. Let me just start up some music because fuck it, I like my music. So you know what? We're going to go with an acoustic cinematic today. So let's do that. Why don't we? Let's check and see. I already see some comments. Hello, Jerry Blank, and hello, Lady Starfire. You two are the only ones in here right now, so you're the only ones that are going to get acknowledged until we see some more people show up. But anyway, this is Jason's newest video. This is the one where everyone believes he has I'm so far behind. You're not so far behind. We just got started, Miss Mud Dog. But you know what? Since Miss Mud Duck is here and we are just beginning the stream, I feel as though we need to make our usual announcement at this time. Ladies and gentlemen of the Shaw of Thirst channel, the guys, the gals, the non-binary pals, this is the Shaw of Thirst with a public service announcement. Draven of the Draven's Crypt channel is a weenie. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, guys, gals, non-binary pals. You heard that correctly. Draven of the Draven's Crypt channel is in fact a weenie. Thank you for listening. This has been the Shaw of Thirst with a public service announcement, and now back to your regularly scheduled shit show. Thank you, Miss Mud Duck. I love you too, darling. Oh, I need to remember to put my phone on vibrate, or else I'll get a shit ton of mess. Well, actually, no. You know what? I'll leave it on because I recently changed my I recently changed my my notification, so it's no longer the sexy succubus. It is instead something that will put PTSD into the hearts of anybody who has played World of Warcraft and has leveled through Elwyn Forest. That being the sound of the Murlocs. I haven't watched anything, Yeah, you ready with the weenies? Oh, hello, Graveyard Flowers. Good evening. How you doing, darling? Yeah, I'm going a little bit later than what I usually do. But, I had to make sure that I made the tea and had everything ready for Mama Shaw, so. Hello, Mango. How you doing, Sweet Pea? Alright, so we are actually going... Let me just go ahead and get this done. Move on over to this. We're going to be going over the newest Jason video. This is the brand new one that he put out on his channel. I would have included the channel link, but for some odd reason, I can't seem to find it or remember it, so I'm not gonna... You want to be a Murloc? They do kill everybody. Hello, Bill Portley. And hello, Krabby Witch 420. You are a new face. I don't know what the fuck you were watching to get you over into my weird little corner of YouTube, but welcome. I can't sleep, so I'll hang out with the cool kids. Less cool, more murdery, but you know, it's time we started going over this, so we'll play our usual clip for starting. And then I owe Mango a fruity, so here's our usual clip.
No, bitch! That's my boy!
But then I also owe Mango. There we go. I owed Mango a fruity. Hello, Knitting Gamer. How you doing, Sweet Pea? And yeah, we're not cool, but we're pretty chill. We run a chill channel. Hello, Smart Mouth Mama. How you doing, honey? You know what, Smart Mouth? Let's see. I may have something that might be for you because it's pretty Smart Mouth.
And now I am going to fuck you.
Anyway, let's get started on this video. Hello, Beware the Night. How you doing, Sweet Pea? Alright, so let's get started on this one. Like I said, this is Jason's newest one from his new YouTube channel. Like I said, I would have the link for you guys, but for some reason, I can't find it, and I couldn't be arsed to look for it. So, just know Jason's got a new YouTube channel out there. You should all be subscribed to it, and I will say what I've said before, and I'll say it again. Do not report the channel. Don't report it. Let him get up to 1,000 subs, think he's going to be able to get monetized. Because it is so more satisfying to watch him crash and burn. Just when he thinks something is within his reach. It's so much more fun that way. Yeah, please. Yeah, please. No one report the channel. No one report the channel. Yeah, unless you see them. The one that we're watching, no, he did not go live. He actually did this as a premiere video, so he was not actually doing a live stream. That may actually be what his thing is going to be now. He may just decide that he's just going to do premieres. He may just decide he's just going to do videos and not do live streams. I don't know. But yes, unless you see them, unless they happen to live stream and you see them actively breaking TOS or the law, do not report the channel. Don't report it. Don't report it for ban evasion. Yeah, it makes it so much easier for Graveyard. Think about the archivers, guys. Think about the archivers. You know, Graveyard Flowers, if she wants to grab Jason's videos, she doesn't have to go to Instagram and try to get through Instagram. Now she can just do it through YouTube. It's easier for me too because I'm blocked on Instagram. Hello, Underhaven. Hello, darling. So let's get the show on the road, shall we? We've dicked around enough.
Stuff because just didn't do that, and
jerking off.
so they had that question for me,
What?
and I thought I wanted to answer it.
Jerking off. What?
Had asked me before.
What?
And a lot of times I get a lot of repeat questions, like, oh, what's it like being Bugs Bunny and stuff like that. It's like, I get a lot of repeat questions, but this was a question that I've never gotten before, so I wanted to answer it. So they sent me this picture.
I have no idea what the fuck he's doing right now. I guess he decided this would be a good idea. Hello, Sydney. Hello. How you doing, honey? And yeah, ... Yeah, still no confirmation that Shanny is alive. We have no idea, Lady Starfire. We do think, however, that he has two beautiful shiners on his eyes. But we have no idea if he was drunk, high, whatever during the stream. My guess would be drunk, because if you caught if you saw one of his Instagrams, he showed off his setup that he has for doing these live streams now, or for doing these videos now, and you could see bottles in the back. So nobody knows. Hello, Sad Bard. How you doing, darling? Yeah, on his Instagram he says it's makeup, but I mean, isn't that what usually battered people say that it is? Just makeup. It's just makeup. It's just makeup, guys.
What?
Okay. And
Yeah, he's drinking shit. Do you see that he's drinking shit? Pac-Man cup with shit in it. What the fuck is that?
Jason, I don't know if you've been staring at Shanny's shit bucket for too long, but that doesn't look like shit to me. That just looks like maybe cola or tea or something. Doesn't look like shit, though.
What's the shit?
That's what that means.
Oh, 6 drops. 6 drops. Coming in here spamming poor Underhaven. Oh, poor 6 drops. Just coming in here spamming. Yes, I did steal that from Underhaven. Yeah, it looks like tea. It looks like tea.
I hope I answered that
James
question.
Rolfe fucking chugs diarrhea.
That's out of the way now.
You get it? You're following people that chug fucking diarrhea. Is there something wrong with you folks?
Well, I mean, Jason, he's chugging tea or some other drink that is brown. There are plenty of drinks out there that are brown. I know you're probably used to drinking alcohol by this point, but there are drinks that are brown. You see that pile of laundry over here? Some people have been wondering where this is that it's taking place in, because the curtains look entirely too white, and so does the wallpaper. It looks entirely too clean. Mango has this assumption that it is some kind of formal dining room. That's what it kind of looks like. It looks like it's some kind of formal dining room. I think so too. I think he dragged that chair into there so he could have a seat, but he's definitely not doing this in the living room. Because we all know Shanny's sitting in the living room watching a bunch of bullshit. Hello. I just got home from paying bills. Hate being an adult. Hope I didn't miss much. Hey, Shaw and chat. No, you did not. We actually just got started. I thought it was makeup, but it's just Shanny beating him again. He probably is. Yeah, what is with that voice? Did Shanny strangle him out again? Possibly.
Huh? Is there something wrong with you to follow a man that chugs diarrhea?
Well, I mean, for the longest time, we followed a guy who is definitely into water sports. I mean, you chugged Shanny's piss, Rev. Who are you to talk about somebody chugging diarrhea when you chugged Shanny's piss? Shanny peed on your face. And you slurped that shit up like it was the last thing you had to, like it was the only thing you'd had to drink in months.
From a fucking can. Do you realize this, man?
Yes, Rev, you eat Shanny's ass. It's basically the same thing. It is. Not trying yuck on anyone's yum, but you're watching far too much shitting Jason if you think everything brown is shit. Yeah. See the lolcow award behind him on that same shelf? Oh yeah! I see the golden lolcow. There it is. I see that. I see that. Thank you, Bill Portley. Another helping of Shanny's gray squirt. Come on, Shaw. If it comes into my head, I've got to let you guys know about it. Them's the rules. Them are the rules.
James Rolfe. Drinks. Rolling Rock. Beer. I want Pabst Blue Ribbon right now.
Honestly, that would probably be a good way for you to be able to get at least a little bit of nutrients, because beer is essentially liquid bread. So that would probably be a good way for you to get some nutrients into your body, would probably be a nice beer. But I mean, who are you to roast someone for drinking Rolling Rock? I don't like any beer. I would much rather have a Jack Daniel's hard berry juice or hard lemonade or something like that. I don't want beer. I don't like beer. Or I'd much rather have a shot of vodka. I prefer vodka to beer. Shanny's urine is definitely not vegan. No, it's not. Hello, Emo's dominant chihuahua. He loved that water. It's from a natural source. Is that a pile of dirty clothes on the chair? Yes, probably. Ew, Pabst. Reminds me of Pap Smear. Yeah, we all know they can't afford vodka, but I can. I mean, I won't be able to if I don't get this job, but I do have a bottle of vodka that I bought for the troll run. It's still here. He is definitely back on the booze. 100% he's back on the booze. Look at that shit-eating grin right there. That looks serial killer-y, and I'm taking a screenshot of that. That looks very serial killer. But at least we know he still has the Killer Instinct jacket he was bragging about.
I'm okay. Jesus is coming. Jesus is coming. This is JWE. Revelation News. Back. No drama. I'm not doing drama. Do you know what I'm doing?
Going completely insane. That's what I'm going to guess.
I didn't intend for this to be the first video. You know, I was going to be very, serious and do headlines and stuff like this. But do you understand that the human mind can break from focusing on so much evil?
No, Jason, your mind is broken because Shanny beats you and you're back on the booze. You are one. I have no doubt in my mind that you have fallen off the wagon and dived headfirst into a thing of beer. No doubt. And I do not believe that that is makeup. I don't. It looks entirely too natural. It looks entirely too organic in nature. So no, I do not believe that the things around your eyes is makeup.
Do you understand that there's so much fucking evil? My God. If you're supporting the shit in Gaza, you need to understand that you're supporting demonic activity. I was a Zionist. Look on my blog talk. I'll take you there right now. Look at this. Okay? Watch.
And here we go. He's going to start looking through his blog talk. You know what? We're going to speed his ass up. We're going to go playback speed. We're going to speed his ass up.
Okay? I'm going to take you to it. Because you deserve this, You freaking deserve this, guys. I'm going to tell you the truth. Right? Let's do this. Revelation News Radio. Not yet. Sorry. I cussed. I'm going to be cussing. I'm a new Rev. I'm a new Jason William Egroff. Like, a lot of things don't bother me now. Look at the way I look, right? ETR. Okay? Here we go. Check this out. All right?
Hey, Matsy. How you doing, darling? How you doing? Bet that mic and keyboard could afford them so much food. Yeah, I know. I'm with Mango. There was a little bit of, there was a little bit of discourse about their setup. Some people believe that it was stuff they brought from Colorado. Honestly, I don't believe it. I think that stuff looks entirely too new and entirely too clean to be there, have been brought all the way from Colorado. I do fully believe that is new stuff that their pay piggies have bought for them. So, no doubt in my mind. Did Shanny blacken both his eyes to put the fear of God into Rev to force him to stream? Possibly. He didn't actually stream. This was not a live stream. He put it up on his channel as a premiere. So this was not actually a live stream. He was not interacting live with the chat. He barely interacted during the premiere itself, even though there was a ton of us fucking trolling him at the time. But because I actually have him on notifications, so if he ever posts a video or goes live, I'll know. But that's just so I can catch it.
Revelation Radio, where is it? Where'd you go? You're gonna bury it? Oh, they look like they're burying. Okay, BTR. BlogTalkRadio.com. I'm doing this for a reason, guys, because I want to show you I'm being honest, right? All right.
Jason, nobody cares.
Maybe they took the page down, huh?
Yes, I am pouring myself some water.
Revelation. Sorry. Revelation. Oh my God, are you serious? News Radio. Did they take?
Why would they just be using it now if they had it this whole time? Exactly. Yeah. Let's just, Beware the Night says no, a pay piggy sent them that setup. Yeah, I have no doubt. No doubts in my mind. Because, I mean, quite honestly, it could be Underhaven that they could not, they could not use this setup because Instagram is not you're not able to live stream like this on Instagram. You have to live stream with your phone. So you cannot live stream from a platform such as this. At least I don't think so. But so that could be the reason why they didn't use this setup before, but I honestly do believe that it's a new setup that they got from a pay piggy. What's the name of his channel? I want to say it's Real Revelation News. But like I said, I had the link to his channel, but I can't remember it. I don't know where I put it off the top of my head, because that's where I got this from. I just downloaded this straight from his channel. I want to say it's Revelation News, JWESEE, because it's, or SEEJWE, because he put his initials, which is Jason William Egroff, and then he put what he wishes Shanny's initials were, which is Shannon Eileen Egroff. Unfortunately, her legal name is Dornbush. They're not married, never been married, so they weren't using it because the laptop fan is broken and it constantly overheats, and I don't think you can go live from IG on a laptop. Exactly, that's what I thought. When I saw this stream, I thought he'd kill Shanny and went off the deep end. A lot of people are thinking that.
Maybe they took my page down. Oh my god, I think they might have deleted my... There it is, Blog Talk Radio. Okay, we got it. Here is my Blog Talk Radio thing. Okay, we had millions of live listens that aren't counted, but this is the count of listens we have. We had 149,715. Here is my last episodes, guys. Okay, I want you to look at the graphic. Okay, what's the graphic that I was using? What's the graphic? Look at this. Okay, I was a Zionist all the way. Shabbat Live. Stephen Danoon is a wonderful man. And when Israel started doing this horrible, atrocious stuff, I saw the pain in Steve's face. He had a day where he was supposed to go on with his people, and he couldn't because his heart was absolutely just ripped out, understanding that there are Satanists in the Israeli government. These people are of the synagogue of Satan spoken of in Revelation twice. And it's said both times. You have to understand.
I mean, just look at how he's picking at his clothes. He's wiggling around. You know, he can't sit still. There's definitely something going on with him right now. 100% something going on with him right now. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's alcohol. I don't know if it's drugs. I don't know if it's because Shanny has somehow rattled his brain loose from socking him twice in the eye. I don't know. But you can watch him, and he's twitching so much.
These people...
Hello, Syncopated Traveler. How are you doing, darling? How are you doing?
Claim to be Jews, and they're not. I wanted to get Tex Mars on the show to address his stuff. All of this hate about Khazar Jews and they're fake Jews, and they're a synagogue of Satan. And I called Tex Mars out as a racist. It turns out that this man was right.
It turns out that no, you were the racist all along, Jason.
And I feel horrible for touching God's anointed. That's not something you do. This book tells you that's not something you do. And I really feel bad about it. But here, I got the truth now.
Yeah, I have no doubt. No doubt at all. He's on meth. Oh, he looks like a Forsaken, huh? Well, here you go. For the Horde! There you go. For the Horde. But yeah, he looks like a Forsaken. He really does look like a Forsaken. Yeah, she found that last bit of dry brain and dug it out. If you do this on double speed, Rev does the Harlem Shake. I will, yes, Mommy Sylvanas. For the Horde, yes. But I will say this much, Six Straps. I do have the Blippy video. I have the Blippy video. Frank linked it in my Discord, and I downloaded it. So I now I do have the Blippy video. Now he looks more like the crack elves in the Blood Elf starting zone. Yes, he does. He does. Hello, Sage52. Mental health needs to be contacted. Absolutely. Why is this on my... I don't know. I don't know why this would be on your recommended. I mean, you're the one watching crazy shit, Max. What kind of crazy degenerate shit are you watching that my channel comes up on your recommended, huh?
And Jesus would ask me, Jason, what will you do with the truth? And I will say to him, I will touch the cross. Boom, right here. I'll touch the cross and say, Jesus Christ, I'll tell the truth. And do you know what the truth is? The truth.
I think when he looked over to the side, hey, you curate your own recommended channel. Thank you. I honestly think when he jerked his head to look to the side, he probably heard Shanny stirring in the living room. He was like, oh shit. He looked scared.
The truth is that we were completely lied to about the creation of Israel. It was not a safe haven for the Jews. It was not a safe haven for the Jews. The Nazis created their own state. Sorry, we got some John Grisala action. I hope he has a YouTube still. This is a shout out to John Grisala.
Oh, he's talking about Jacobs. He's talking about the Jacobs and Stinky show. If you, however, would like to see the Jacobs and Stinky show, but do not want to give them a view on Rumble or YouTube, occasionally, our dear friend, the tuba man himself, Todd Malicote, does catch them and stream snipes them. So if you don't want to give them a view, I would suggest subbing to Todd Malicote's channel. Because like I said, occasionally he will go live and he will stream snipe them. And it is a fantastic time. Fantastic way. John was confused when I told him Jason apologized to Jacobs. Oh, yeah. Oh, touch the cross. I thought he said touch my crotch. My bad. Shanny got a better fetish toy. Possibly. Hello, I'm a queefer. Welcome. Wow, what the fuck is Shanny doing to him? He looks like the Crypt Keeper. She's killing his sorry ass. Well, we do know that he's back on the booze, and chances are he has two big black eyes. His uncle needs to see this. Well, I mean, like I said before, we've tried getting in contact with his uncle. People have tried getting in not me personally, I haven't, but people have tried getting in contact with his uncle and warning him about this. And either the uncle is completely ignorant or he's just ignoring it. One of the two. And if he's ignoring it, then yeah, that's not a good sign.
We've had some times ups, downs, whatever, but you have a good heart. I believe you have a good heart, John. And God bless you. Hashem. If you're still with that, are you Muslim now? I don't know. Shanny has been reading the Quran, John. She's starting to feel very, 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 very much like there's something with Islam. Guys, this is another horrible lie that we need to be rehabilitated from. Islam is a peaceful, wonderful religion. I've been reading the Quran with Shanny, and it's amazing, actually. It expands on Genesis. It expands on the way Moses felt in the desert for 40 years, wandering.
Yeah, you definitely called it. Yeah, you definitely called it. When you suggested it, I was with you 100%. I was like, look, she's either going to go full Muslim, like Foodie Beauty did, or she's going to start incorporating Muslim religion into her whacked out version of Christianity, because she's going to take what she likes to do is she does not take a full religion on. She will take bits and pieces of the religion that she likes, that validate her worldview. She'll take bits and pieces of that religion that validate her worldview, and then she'll adopt those. And she's basically creating her own religion by mushing together a bunch of other religions, which is why you hear her talk about spirituality, which is why you hear her talk about ghosts, which is why you hear her talk about paganism sometimes, or the beliefs of the Native Americans. Because she's taking bits and pieces from those religions. She's cherry picking the parts of those religions that she personally feels like will validate her and her worldview, and she's adopting those into her own mishmash of religions. Yeah, Shanny in a burqa may be an improvement. It might actually be an improvement. Wouldn't that time Rev dressed as a girl for Shanny be haram? That would definitely be haram. For those of you who are unaware, when Jason was wet-brained, Shanny dressed him up like a girl, called him Revelina, and he made a video. He made 2 videos like that. One was where he was begging G-Man to save him. And then the other one was where him and Shanny, while Shanny was dressing him up, they were talking about having a threesome with Bruce. And I believe that Jason actually did say he would suck his dick. I honestly do believe that Jason said those words, but I'd have to go look at the video again. I'd have to go find the Revelina videos. Yeah, calls Sharia law on her fat ass. Yeah, she has to, because no religion wants her. Yeah, no religion wants her, honestly. And she doesn't want any religion entirely, because then she would have to follow the rules of that religion if she adopted it entirely. See, since she's just plucking bits and pieces that validate her worldview, she doesn't have to necessarily follow the rules and regulations of said religions. She doesn't have to subscribe to their moral code, because she's not fully of that religion.
It's a wonderful book, and it's got information in it that you can glean from. If there's things that you don't like in it, then I understand, but there's stuff in here that I don't like. We're saying the Jews are the chosen people and everything, but man, they kept messing up.
Was I the only one that heard the floorboards creak right there? Let me stop my music. Let me stop my music for a second. I think I heard the floorboards creak.
In here that I don't like. We're saying the Jews.
I heard the floorboards creak. You could hear the floorboards creak. Shanny was up moving around. Shanny was up fucking moving around. You could hear the fucking floorboards creak. Holy shit. Yeah, and he looks over. Yeah, pretty much what she's doing. She's probably lurking right there next to the door. She probably sitting on the couch. The door's probably open, and so that way she can hear multiple trips to the fridge. How does a corpse walk, though? I don't know, but I heard the floorboards creak. You could hear them creak. That was definitely Shanny up moving around, because we've heard floorboards creak like that before when Shanny's been up moving, and that was during the Kefab saga. So, yeah, Shanny's definitely up moving around. Yeah, Shanny might be up moving around, but you know Rev still has to wipe her shitty ass. Yeah, she does. He does.
These are the chosen people and everything, but man, they kept messing up. They're the chosen people because that's the line that Jesus Christ came from, the genetic line. And right now, the genetic line of Jesus Christ, the true one, the true genetic line of Jesus Christ, is being slaughtered like pigs in Gaza. Could someone tell me how this continues? This is my ring to Shanny. I love her. She's right now asleep.
That's a big ass ring. And she's not sleeping. We just heard her moving around. Don't even tell me she's fucking sleeping.
I put together.
So you guys heard the Murlocs go off. I got a Cash App from Matt. Got a Cash App from Matt. Let's view personalized note. So thank you, Matt, for the $5. He says, I said this on Mango's channel, but I wonder how Rev feels that Shanny is abandoning the religion he brought her into, that he is completely faithful towards. Rev doesn't want to read the Quran. Shanny is forcing it on him. I have no doubt that Shanny is forcing him to read the Quran. No doubt at all. But the thing is that he really has no choice in this situation. I mean, you see what he looks like right now. Would you want to catch harms from Shanny because you don't want to read the book that she's reading? I wouldn't. Oh, his uninformed skeletal ass did not break. Oh, you've missed some good parts, Max. You've missed some good parts. Jason and Shanny are boycotting McDonald's. Someone sent them McDonald's a while back. They are boycotting McDonald's because they believe that McDonald's is grinding up Palestinian babies from Gaza and are using them in their hamburgers. They have said this several times in several of their videos that they fully believe that McDonald's is grinding up Palestinian babies and is using them in their hamburgers. You've missed some good shit with these two, Max. You've missed some good shit. She's a cheeseburger away. Well, the thing is that she swears up and down she does not eat McDonald's cheeseburgers. It's poison. And they support the eradication of Palestinian babies in Gaza. And they use those babies to make their hamburgers. She doesn't understand the shipping cost for meat, does she? No, she doesn't. Hello, unfucking believable. Thelma Lou. Hi, everyone. How long before this channel is reported and gone? I don't know. I am encouraging everyone who at least watches my channel to not report this channel. Do not report Jason's new channel. It is so much sweeter if you let them get up to that 1,000 subs, let them believe that they can get monetization, only for it to crash and burn. Because YouTube will nix it the minute they apply for monetization. And plus, having them on YouTube like this makes it a lot easier for the archive channels to get them. So I'm saying don't report them. Don't report them at all. Yeah, that's exact. Now it's actually on my treat stream. I actually have a treat stream, and one of the things I've ordered on my treat stream is McDonald's, and I was like, is it meat? Is it Palestinian babies? Doesn't matter. Feed me. I can't report the shit show. I live vicariously through Shanny. Oh, you poor thing.
The setup, because I was ready to do something, you know. I was ready to do something, and she got so excited because I was able to rehabilitate the computer to work correctly and really good. Man, I figured things out, guys. There were double installations of iTunes and Steam, and they were doubled into the hard drive. So the majority of the hard drive was completely filled. Completely full. Almost. I had 9 gigs left from a terabyte. I have a freaking terabyte hard drive in this babe. It's nice. Computer. So I got it working. We got a fan back there to help cool it.
Is somebody saying genocide? Ba-da-ba-ba-ba! I'm loving it. Did Shanny punch his eyes? He looks like he's caught Shanny's contagious hands. We do believe he's caught harms. We do believe that he has caught harms. And that those are the results of him catching those harms. So they know nothing about... No, they don't know anything about computers. You think these two fucking retards would know anything about fucking computers? No, not at all.
So, as you can see by the way I look, I've gone through some shit. I've discovered some shit about myself. I realized that memories, I was abused as a child by 2 female girls at the age of 13. They had my pants down. And
okay, so were you 13 or were they 13? That's the question.
They were talking about, milk, lemonade, around the back fudge is made, and I don't know what happened. But I know that it was weird. And
okay, so this stream was titled The Return. Israel's government is satanic. What the fuck does this have to do with the price of eggs in China? That's what I'm wondering. I told you guys that his stream about Israel's government being satanic does have the phrase, milk, lemonade, around the corner, fudge is made. I told you it would be involved. I said it multiple times that it would be involved in this stream. And there you go.
And my pants were down, I know that. And my mom said, I don't know what happened in that back, Jason, but I definitely do not want you seeing those girls ever again. And I said, at the time, I didn't know what the hell. You know what I mean? What the hell do I know? What did I...
Look at all those vapes he's got. He's got 4 fucking vapes. And I can't even say that I hope the pay piggies see this, because even if they did, they wouldn't care. They're still gonna buy them shit, the pay piggies are. So, but he's got like 4 fucking vapes. He's got like I've got 1 vape. 1 fucking vape. And I can't afford to get any more.
I'm a kid. I was 8. They were 14 and 13. 13 and 14. And I was 8.
Okay, there are certain channels that, while I do not believe that they were saying this thing in malice, I do believe they were saying it in ignorance. I will learn how to English. They were saying that a 13-year-old, 14-year-old molesting an 8-year-old isn't a big deal because they're only 5 years apart. Well, here's the fun part. You know what else is 5 years apart? An 18-year-old and a 13-year-old. While I would never call for a 13-year-old to be arrested for such activities, if it came to light that they were doing this to an 8-year-old, I would definitely get them some fucking help. They need psychological help. They do not need to just be left alone or anything like that. They need to be reported to the authorities, and if the parents refuse to get them psychological help, then they need to be ordered psychological help through the court system, through the juvenile justice system. I would not say put them on some kind of sex offender registry. I would not say put them in like adult jail. But no. It doesn't matter if they're 5 years apart. An 8-year-old and a 13-year-old are on vastly different developmental stages in life. And like I said, you wouldn't want your 18-year-old to be fucking a 13-year-old, would you? No. And they're only 5 years apart. COCSA is real and a problem. Yes, child-on-child sex abuse is a problem. And if this is true, it does suck for Rev. It does. It really does. However, as I've stolen from Mango now, however, comma space. Even if this did happen to Jason, and he's saying that just now all these memories are starting to come out, it could very well just be something that he gleaned from somebody else and has now adopted into his own psyche that never happened to him. Uh-oh, no, Underhaven. The thing is that I don't know I can't remember where the link is. I really hope people did not report this shit. I really hope so. Come on now, guys. Think about my entertainment. Now I gotta wait for them to go on Instagram. Come on now. But yeah, there's I wouldn't use it as an excuse for his shitty behavior. I wouldn't. Because I was molested as a kid too, and by my best friend's dad. But I'm not on the internet getting drunk and going on these tangents. Shouldn't he be crying over Shamu the killer whale molested him while he was passed out? He won't. Unfortunately, it is a fact that Shanny did rape Jason. She did. While he was wet-brained and in no way could make any type of informed consent, she had sex with him. And she went on to brag about it on live streams with people, talking about how his dick got hard, so it was okay. That was consent. His dick getting hard was consent. No, fucking bastards! I hope they took it down themselves. Holy shit! Just tuned in. Is he wearing makeup? We don't believe so. We believe those are two shiners because he caught harms. We don't know. I hope it's... Oh no! I hope it's not fucking gone. This may very well be the only video we got from it then.
In a backyard, in a fucking ash pit in the backyard, and my pants were down. So I was definitely like molested. Discovered this, you know, and that changed. Look, Jesus Christ is about love. If you have Christians coming at you, hating you, it's not Jesus. He wouldn't tell them to do that. I'm coming to you looking this way again, looking this way, different. Because I want you to understand that Jesus is not about ties, you know, putting a tie on and a suit and having a nice fucking haircut. It's about understanding love. It's a relationship with Jesus is.
Damn it, I think it's gone, but I'll have it archived shortly. This is actually one that I downloaded. I know that at the time that this was up, when this was put up, me and Anna actually were going over it. We're watching it live, and we went over it live. So I have it downloaded, and I know Anna has it downloaded. Underhaven. May I come show you? Sure. Let me just get you the StreamYard's link. I'll send you the StreamYard's link. Pull back up Discord. Let me go to... Underhaven. There you are. And there's the StreamYard's link. Oh, no, wait, no, I don't want to put it there. No. Delete. I'll just put it in the live streams tab. Or I'll put it under respected in your Discord. So, there you go. It's up in your Discord, Anna. But, yeah, so I know Anna's got it and I've got it. So, if you need a copy of it, we both got it. So.
It's just getting the fact that love overcomes everything, including this genocidal hate that's going on in it.
Well, unfortunately, love does not feed you or heal your black eyes from the harms that you caught.
Israel. It's amazing. We just need Christ. This is Jason William Egroff, the real Revelation News, and you need to repent today. Jesus Christ is coming.
All right, there she is. Fit and Scurvy. I love that name. I'm going to add Anna to the stage, so here we go. Hello, Anna. How are you doing, darling?
Hey, thanks for letting me in here. My name is Fit and Scurvy. It's a pleasure. It's always a pleasure to be here.
Do you have scurvy, and are you fit?
Yeah, I have evidence that this was not done by an outside party, and that it was done by Jason himself.
Possibly.
Well, I guess it could have been Shanny, but let me show you this real fast. I'll share my screen.
All right.
See this? This is from the Trolls, Haters, and Naysayers Discord. They posted this as it was put up. Well, shortly after it was put up. And yeah. I go to this exact channel, and wham, bam, kablam. This channel does not exist. Not a community guideline strike violation, which
yeah, not a strike, which would show up. It was removed. They removed
Jason
it.
Deleted this.
Jason deleted it.
Or Shanny, but
Yeah, which is unfortunate because I think he had some other videos like his Smules on there. So that's a little unfortunate, but I'm pretty sure people have had his Smules.
But we all have the
Yeah.
videos. I know Graveyard Flowers has the video as well.
Yeah, I've got the video. You've got the video. Graveyard more than likely has the video. So I mean, it's in 3 different hands. So at least that much.
I just want to come in here and like give you that visual representation. Thanks for letting me on for a moment. But I do need to take care of some other shit. But thank you for letting me on.
All right, you're welcome, darling.
Yep, you take it easy.
All right, so yeah, so it looks like Jason took down his channel. I'm not surprised. Shanny probably made him do it. She probably saw how quickly his channel was growing, and since it was just him, she probably made him take it down, just like she did with Revelation News. Okay, Graveyard Flowers has it as well. Okay, so this video itself is in 3 different hands. It's in mine, it's in Anna's, and it's in Graveyard Flowers. So it's probably in more hands, but those are the 3 that I'm aware of. So, but let's finish this up so we can move on to the next one.
To set up his millennial kingdom, and he wants you safe and in his bosom. And I do too. Come to Christ today. Ask him.
All right, so that's that video. I'll be posting an Underhaven Gold in a bit. Okay, that's good. I'll probably just keep it downloaded on my computer. I probably won't post it anywhere since we're gonna have it posted in both Graveyard Flowers and Underhaven Gold. If I do decide to post it somewhere, I'll let you guys know. But let's see. What can we do? What can I play while we switch over? Let's play this one while we switch over. This is just gonna be a short little clip. Let's play this while we switch over.
You don't want that old, you know, they go stale at 13.
What was that?
You don't want that old, you know, they go stale at 13.
What was that?
You don't want that old, you know, they go stale at 13.
FBI, open up!
Let's see. Sorry, Revy boy. I don't want anything to do with abusers or their enablers, and there's nothing to repent from. Yeah, there's nothing to repent from. We ain't got nothing to repent from. Anyway, this one is from the infamous Crack House Roach Motel, and it is the one where Shanny claims that G-Man has given her a death sentence. So this is the one that started the big tard fall between Shanny and Jason and G-Man. This is what started it. You love the Shanny whale song as well. Yeah, it's fun. Speaking of whales, speaking of that, here's a beautiful clip for you beautiful people.
Just some land whale.
Yep, Shanny, you are just some land whale. So we'll play this one.
Fire she blows!
And now we're gonna get into the video. I am going to speed this bitch up because, as I've always said, she speaks at half the speed of fucking smell. But like I said, this is the infamous one where Shanny said that G-Man gave her a death sentence. This was when they were living in the Crack House Roach Motel and were on the really shitty Wi-Fi. So you're going to notice that I have put together the two separate streams that were there. I have put them together. They are now one video. And on a couple of the other ones, I've just cut out some of the more, the bigger spotches of when the Wi-Fi really started letting out. But that won't be on this one. I'll do that on another one. But anyway, let's get this one started.
I want to say this is probably my last broadcast ever.
Really?
Ever
It
to
is?
make. I don't know. Maybe not. I don't know.
Well, hi, Shanny from the future. No, this is not the last broadcast you will ever make.
But me and Jason are about to be fully on the streets. And I need a lot of prayers right now. Because I'm scared to death because it's pretty much G-Man gave me a death sentence.
There it is. For those of you, can we watch Key Fob Saga, old school Shanny? I cannot find the Key Fob Saga, Knitting Gamer. That's the issue. I would love to watch the Key Fob Saga because it's something that I missed because I came into the community after that happened. So it was something that I personally missed. I can only find the key fob saga in reactions from other people's channels. And I don't feel comfortable doing reactions over someone else's reaction. It's just not something I'm comfortable with. But yeah, I cannot find any of the streams from the key fob saga. Ask Frank, he might have it. I'll have to ask him in my Discord. Maybe he can get it for me. Who knows? Maybe he has a contact. But for those of you who are unaware, those of you who might be new to Shanny, this happened because G-Man, Jules or Toast might have some links. Yeah, I'll ask them in my Discord, Mango. But like I said, I haven't been able, on my own, I haven't been able to find anything from the key fob saga. But what happened here was G-Man was wanting to sell the house. So he put Shanny and Jason up in this Crack House Roach Motel and was paying for everything. He was paying for their food. He was paying for the room rent. He was paying for everything these two had. He was even doing that before they had to evacuate Colorado and move back to Pennsylvania. He was paying their bills. The infamous G-Man pays your bills. Yeah. He was paying for a lot of their shit. Even before they had to come back to Pennsylvania. So he had put them up in a motel. But it had come to the point where G-Man could no longer afford to maintain that hotel. So he basically told them that they would have to get jobs because he would be unable to support two grown-ass fucking adults while they're living in a Crack House Roach Motel. So this is why Shanny is doing this, is because G-Man told them, hey, I'm having some back surgery done. Or, hey, it's, because I want to say this happened in October, that, hey, construction work is about to slow down because it's getting into the winter time. I won't have as much money. Not to mention the fact that I believe that at the time G-Man was actually helping to support one of his family members as well. And I don't like defending G-Man. I don't like saying nice things about G-Man. It makes me feel icky. It makes me feel gross. But I will give G-Man that much. He was helping to support quite a few people, including these two grown-ass adults who weren't even related to him. And I do want to mention that if I go offline suddenly, it's because we're having a big storm roll through. I can hear the thunder outside my house. So if I suddenly disappear, that's why. Anyway, let's continue watching.
That's how I feel. I've been served a death sentence. Because I know I can't sit right. I know I can't sit like normal people. Or I get really, really bad edema. And that increases my risk of a stroke.
One thing I want to point out is that Shanny says this. But there are videos from this time period where Shanny is in the bed, she's shifting around, and you can see that she is sitting cross-legged. She is sitting Indian style, both of her legs up on the bed, Indian style, folded under her fat ass. But Shanny here is going to claim that she's got to have her legs stretched out and propped up, or else she'll get a blood clot and die. We're still waiting on that fucking blood clot. We're still waiting on that goddamn blood clot. Blood clot 2022. Where is it?
Broke very bad. And I know it's gonna happen this time because it almost happened when we drove out to Pennsylvania from Colorado. My legs swell. Like, even CPS saw it. Like, for 2 hours of me just sitting, just talking to the boys, of my legs swelling doubled its size, and me not being.
Bitch, don't even. We know that you have not physically seen those children in over 2 years. Shanny had zero physical contact with the boys. She could talk to them on the phone. You have to excuse me, I'm fixing myself some water. She could talk to them on the phone. She could talk to them over different messaging services. She could not see the kids face to face until she had a fucking drug test, which she would not take. She can shit in a bucket, but she cannot piss in a cup to see her kids. She never could. So CPS seeing her legs swelling up after sitting there for 2 hours with the kids is a bunch of bullshit. As usual. Which, I mean, are we surprised? It's Shanny.
Being able to walk very well because of it. And he doesn't care. At the end of the day, he doesn't care. If I die of edema, he doesn't care.
Much like the rest of us, we don't care. Actually, I do care, because then I would lose my entertainment. So I want you to live a long life. A bucket has a bigger hole. That is very true. Oh, hello, Aaron. I'm sorry I missed you, darling. Hi, Aaron. Funny, she sits all the time. She does. But she, like I said, she will claim in this video that she has to have her feet extended and elevated. She has to have them stretched out and elevated up on a bed. But there will be videos from this very same time period and beyond, even to this day, where you will see that Shanny sits all the time fucking Indian style, which is a feat, because I can't sit fucking Indian style. My legs don't bend that way no more.
He doesn't care. He'd rather take the house that we gave him out of the kindness of our hearts, even though we knew we were going to be homeless.
And you did not give him that house. Your wet-brained boyfriend sold it to G-Man for $1. And if anything, G-Man got put into a lot of debt because of that house. Because when he bought it, there was over $7,000 in back property taxes that were owed on that house. Not to mention the fact he had to make a ton of repairs to it. I mean, I make fun of G-Man for painting the house, what I like to call it, Smurf Bukkake blue. But I will admit he did do a lot of repair work to that house to get it to the point where he could sell it. He could not sell that house while you two chuckle fucks were in there stinking up the place and further damaging it. Which is what you were kind of hoping would happen. I honestly do believe that Rev and Shanny were trying to destroy that house as much as fucking possible, so that way G-Man could not sell it. And so that way they could stay in that house forever and ever and ever, until it fell down around them. But it didn't work out like that. G-Man was like, nope, you're going to stay in this motel while I get the house cleaned up and fixed up and ready to sell.
And he'd rather rent the place out so he can get money to sue Dragnot than to save his own sister's life. And I'm supposed to not be angry about this. I'm supposed to not be scared about this. I'm supposed to feel this way of not being scared when I know I'm gonna die. Sitting in the car because I have to keep my legs elevated or I'll get a blood clot.
Never mind all of the videos that came from the road trip saga where at least one of them showed Shanny walking. She was walking away from a Dunkin' Donuts, oddly enough. And she was talking to a guy who was walking beside her. And she was walking just fine. Absolutely fine. There was nothing wrong with her gait. She wasn't needing any type of mobility device. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. But, you know, she's so disabled, guys.
He gave me a death sentence and he doesn't care. He doesn't fucking care. Just so he can sue fucking Dragnot. Like when that guy was homeless. When that guy needed a place. We gave him so much to help.
Yeah, you might have sold him a house where he owed $7,000 in property taxes, but you also kicked him out of that same house in a Pennsylvania winter just because he pissed you off. Just because he went against your word. Yeah, but you gave him so much. You gave him so much. You told him that he had to be out of that house or you were calling the cops on him. And then you just proceeded to call him the N-word and said that he was stealing your house from you. The videos are available. At least those videos are available on YouTube, Shanny. People can fact check you. They usually don't, but they can fact check you.
Him. And him.
Okay, that was where the Wi-Fi dropped. If during these videos, if you happen to notice that little glitch screen come up, that was put in by me. And it was because we're going from basically the internet dropped and then it picked back up again. So the stream officially ended, but it picked back up again. There's a Twitch stream of Rev's where she was walking behind him to get to the fridge in the uncle's house. Oh yeah, there definitely was. She can walk. She can walk. She can walk just fine. Just fine. Nothing wrong with this bitch's legs. I have more wrong with my legs than she does.
Hiding stuff, and then him talking shit behind my back.
Turns out I had only saved the audio of the Jason stream. Well, I've got the whole video, Anna, and I'll give it to you after the stream, darling. No problem. I got it. I got the whole thing.
That's what I got for helping someone in need and putting.
What you got was somebody telling you that he could no longer afford to support you and that you would have to grow the fuck up and get a goddamn job. I know job is a 4-letter word to you, Shanny, but it is something that adults need to have in order to support themselves.
Myself. And my husband putting himself behind for his fucking needs, putting him first.
What are you talking about, Jason putting himself last for G-Man? Jason got out of having to pay $7,000 in back property taxes. If there's anyone who actually won out of this shit, it was Jason. Yeah, he sold a house for $1, but he wasn't going to do anything with that house, Shanny. And like I said, if anything, he actually won out of the deal. Because he got out of having to pay $7,000 in back taxes and having to worry about the house being condemned. What the fuck are you talking about? Jason put himself last for G-Man. And you had nothing to do with it. You're not his wife. You're, what's the word Jason used? What's the word? Paramour. You're his paramour.
And now I'm being hit with this.
Wait, is Shanny the one that was bitching about being agoraphobic? Yeah, she was. She was, Max. For those of you who are unaware, I've talked about a friend of mine who has severe agoraphobia to the point where she can't go outside or go to like the grocery store or anything like that without someone being with her or having her emotional support animal with her, if not both. Where she's been having to go through extensive therapy in order to be able to just go outside her apartment. That's Max. Yep. That's Max. I've seen her emotional support dog. Gidget is adorable. I love Gidget. Gidget goes grr. Gidget goes grr. I love Gidget. But, yeah, that's Max. Max is the one that has the severe agoraphobia. I swear to God, I can fucking English. Agoraphobia. Which is why I get so pissed off when Shanny claims that she has agoraphobia. Because there are a multitude of streams where we see Shanny having absolutely no issues walking around a mall, going to the grocery store, interacting with tons of people, subjecting them to her fucking smell. And there's tons of people who have had firsthand experience with Shanny out in the wild. That does not scream agoraphobic to me. It really does not.
This death sentence. Just so he can feel good about himself. He thinks he can go ahead and brag all over the internet. I'm helping 2 adults. barely. He wants to brag on the internet while he's helping him. Well, you know what? Next week, G-Man, I'm probably gonna be dead.
We're still waiting, Shanny. We have been waiting for that since October of 2022. We've been waiting. TikTok bitch, shit or get off the pot.
Because of a blood clot.
Yeah, Max says, I have diagnosed agoraphobia with many other issues. I have several different professionals. I see several different professionals on a bi-weekly basis to just get me outside. Yeah. Exactly, which is why it pisses me off when Shanny says, I'm agoraphobic. No, you're not. You just don't want people to stare at you and to realize how bad you smell in public. She can't go outside because of the fear of all the men who want her. Yeah, I know.
That grows in my leg and goes to my brain. And that will be on your head.
It would actually be more dangerous, Shanny, if you had a pulmonary embolism or a cardiac embolism. A brain embolism doesn't have to be fucking deadly. Having a stroke does not automatically mean you're gonna fucking die. I've taken care of people in the rehab center who have had fucking strokes. Having a stroke does not automatically mean that you're dead. Having a pulmonary or a cardiac embolism, yeah, that's definitely more deadly.
So you could sue Dragnot, because that's way more important than saving a sister's life.
Hey, Ray. Hey, Raish. Yeah, I've known a lot of people who've had strokes. Yeah, I've taken care of a lot of people who've had strokes. No, Jerry Blank, you do not. I don't even want to imagine what the fuck she smells like, let alone actually know what she smells like.
And I'm not lying about this. At all.
No, what you are lying about is your level of disability. That's what you're fucking lying about. You're doing this to try and guilt G-Man into continuing to support two grown-ass fucking adults who do nothing to better their own lives and instead just want a handout for breathing. That's what you want. That's the whole reason why you did this entire stream.
I'm just like, you have 1 week to live. And Jason knows this, and it horrifies him. What is he gonna do without me? He's gonna go fucking crazy! What is my children gonna do without me?
Well, I mean, your children, for the past 2 years, have been doing rather well without you. Hi, Shanny from the future. You don't have your kids. You lost you gave up custody of them for the baby carrot dick that you're currently sobbing about, that he's gonna go crazy if you die. Who we just saw looking like he was tricked out on fucking meth.
Like, you're the one who started all the hatred on the internet anyway, G-Man! Because you lost that fucking house because you lied!
What G-Man lied about, from what I understand, I have not actually saw the streams or anything, but what G-Man lied about, from my understanding and from my recollection, I fully, let anybody who knows for certain correct me if I'm wrong. But what G-Man lied about was Shanny and Jason at this time were in Colorado. They still had money. So they were sending G-Man money to help him pay for bills and pay for different things. Shanny sent him money to pay for a phone, I think it was. But instead, he paid for a different phone that was for his streaming or his whatever he was fucking doing in that house. He paid for a different phone than what she was expecting him to pay for. So that phone wound up getting shut off. And so that was what led her to saying, you can get the fuck out of my house, and spamming the N-word at him and saying that he was stealing from her. So, yeah, that was great. So So we're getting a Shanny audition tape video today. Well, actually, we're taking a trip back in time to the ever infamous Crack House Roach Motel saga, where Shanny was accusing G-Man of giving her a death sentence because he could no longer afford to pay for the rent on their motel room. So she was saying she was going to get a blood clot and die.
And he started all this shit on the internet and pretty much ruined our fucking lives because of this shit, and then Dragnot clean on it, and then he wouldn't let it go either.
Well, I mean, Dragnot probably clean on it, because Dragnot actually cleans shit, unlike you. Dragnot probably cleaned onto it because it was fucking funny. Watching you two Muppets go back and forth was probably hilarious to him. So that's probably why he clinged onto it. He got onto it and stayed on it because it was fucking funny.
Everyone's saying, get a job, get a job. How do you get a job? When people have gone to every fucking place of employment and fucking screwed your name over.
Guys, because I covered this. I was watching this shit. I wasn't covering it because I hadn't started doing reactions yet, but I was watching this shit. I did not know that I went to Pennsylvania and I called and I looked through the classified ads and I looked through every single one and I called every single place that was hiring and told them, don't hire Jason Egroff and don't hire Shannon Dornbush. They smell like ass. I didn't know I did that. I mean, I thought I was in Florida and could give less of a shit. No, you can't get hired for a job because you don't apply, Shanny. You don't seek out employment. You want people to pay you just to exist on the internet. That's what you want. You don't care if when you and Jason were begging people to call adult services. Yes, because that was a thing. They were begging people to call adult protective services. Saying, could you guys get us some adult social help? We need help. But they came out and they gave them resources, like to help get them into low-income housing in order to be able to find a job, help with building a resume, things like that. They basically spat in the person's face. That's essentially what they did. So, funny.
In my thinking, it's all on your hands. My blood is all on your hands. Because you cared more about your laughs, you cared more about your money, you cared more about your fucking everything else!
And there's another vape in her hand during a time when they were destitute and living in a crack house roach motel. So.
To think maybe my actions are affecting someone in a horrible way!
You didn't think that way, bitch! You didn't think about how your actions affected your fucking kids. You didn't. At all. So, maybe you should have made this speech into a mirror and not to a web camera.
And now I know I'm not gonna make it. I'm not gonna live through this. I know I'm not.
Tick tock, we're waiting, bitch.
The doctors have told me to keep my legs elevated. They told me to stay on bed rest.
I would like to see the doctor's orders that told you to stay on bed rest, because I would like to slap them. Because no, you do not lessen your risk of blood clots by staying in the fucking bed. That increases your risk of blood clots, you dumbass. Yeah, spoiler alert, she lives.
You don't care.
Nope.
You don't care.
Nobody cares.
So a Dragnot's more important.
Yep.
Than preserving the life of your sister. That will be on your head, G-Man, and you damn well know that will be on your head on Judgment Day. You're gonna have to face Christ. And Jesus is gonna be like, why did you allow your sister to suffer and die when you could have done something different?
I mean, I'm pretty sure Jesus is gonna ask you a similar thing. Why did you let your children suffer and then abandon them when you could have done something different? When you could have helped them? When you could have helped yourself to get them back and start taking care of them like a proper fucking mother. I'm pretty sure Jesus is gonna have some things to say to you too, bitch.
I put those two in your care for a reason.
Why does she sit cross-legged all the time? It's the Mohicans in her, Red. I like that. She's the last of the Mohicans. Not Mohicans. Mohicans. Molly.
To test you! And you failed your test! And you lied! Shanny and Rev will never be homeless as long as I live, you liar!
Ew!
You lied to get the house! You lied to get everything from us, and you took everything from us! Everything we owned is in your possession!
Yeah, because you left it in the house.
That's all I have to say. You're a horrible person.
Alright, so that's the end of that video. We will be going to another one in just a minute. But, yeah. Like I said, she was making this video to basically try and guilt G-Man into continuing to pay for their lifestyle. That's what she was doing. Nothing else but that. So we are going to... Let's have a little palate cleanser, shall we? While I pull up the next video. So let's have a little palate cleanser. Here you go.
If you're fucking happy and you motherfucking know it, clap your motherfucking hands. If you're fucking happy and you motherfucking know it, clap your motherfucking hands. If you're fucking happy and you motherfucking know it, and you really motherfucking want to motherfucking show it. If you're motherfucking happy and you motherfucking know it, clap your motherfucking hands.
I love that video. But anyway, this is Shanny talking about how she expects to be paid for the house that she gave G-Man. So let's get started, shall we?
Okay. Another video.
Yes, all she accomplished was G-Man turning on them completely. G-Man, after she made that video where she was claiming that G-Man was going to be giving her a death sentence, that, like I said, that was what started Tardfall. That was what started the Tardfall. That was when G-Man started basically telling everybody what they already knew and going on everybody's shows and dropping what he called was huge news and big dirt and lots of tea, but really just shit everybody already knew about. But you know, we let him have his say because, you know, let's just humor the Tard, shall we? But yeah, this is what started Tardfall. She would have everything from a home to groceries and utilities if she wouldn't have taken Jason back after he attacked the youngest. The state would have provided everything for her and them. Yeah. If Shanny had not taken Jason back, if she had just let him fucking go, the state of Pennsylvania would have helped her. Would have helped her out. And you'll notice, I do actually point this out in the next video, because like I said, I did some editing to these videos to kind of cut out all the glitchy parts and to put the same streams together that were split up into multiple parts because the Wi-Fi kept dropping them because it was shitty, crappy trap house Wi-Fi. But yeah,
apparently
you'll see the giant ass fucking knot here. That's the grease knot. That is the infamous grease knot. Shanny wound up chopping this off during the Roach Motel saga, and she claims she did it because, yeah, I was just tired of my... No, it was because she had a giant fucking knot in the back of her head that was full of grease, full of skin flakes, body oil, shit like that, that there was no way she was going to be able to get it out. I think she has a clip tangled up in there too. So, yeah, she probably couldn't get that clip out, and so she decided to cut her hair. And again, we're going to speed this bitch up because she likes to talk at half speed of smell.
G-Man was saying that he was paying us $2,000 a month to stay with him. That is so fucking bullshit.
No, G-Man did not say that he was directly paying you $2,000. I don't even think G-Man was that fucking retarded to give you $2,000 in your hand for you to do whatever you wanted to with it. What he actually said was the amount of money he paid towards your bills equaled about $2,000. because he was paying for everything. He's paying for your groceries. He's paying for your utilities. He's paying for your internet. Everything, every bill that you had, he was paying for in that house. Everything. And then he started paying for the Roach Motel. He didn't have to do that. That house legally belonged to him. He could have just said, get the fuck out. He could have called the cops, been like, get the fuck out. You know? I mean, I don't know if it would have been legal to kick you out at that point because, you know, you guys didn't actually have a formal renter agreement. But, yeah, I mean, it's his house. Jesus fucking Christ.
That is so fucking bullshit. That is beyond bullshit. Do you know every time he came to the house, he was like, hey, what can I take from you guys? What can I take from you guys? What can I take from you guys? And he took everything. Everything we owned, he took.
It's mind blown. I know I said this when I first covered this stream, but holy shit. It's almost as if people expect you to give them payment for services that are rendered. It's almost as if they expect to be compensated for services that are rendered. I know it's a wild concept, Shanny. One that you're not used to dealing with, but that's usually how the real world works.
So he wants to do this. Oh, I was paying for everything. Well, you were taking everything at the same time. We were paying our way through giving our stuff away, G-Man, and you damn well know it.
Hey, Georgie girl. Hello, yeah. Rev's hair is getting thinner and thinner. It is getting thinner and thinner, and he's getting skinnier and skinnier. I'm adjusting in my chair because I'm a fat bitch. But yeah, he's getting skinnier and skinnier, and his hair is getting thinner and thinner. But yeah, tenants' rights are a bitch, but they technically did not have a formal renter's agreement or a tenant agreement at all. So chances are that it would have been extremely hard to get them out of the house if he had not set them up in this Roach Motel first. I honestly do think that maybe G-Man or possibly one of G-Man's family members, because, you know, G-Man's fucking retarded. He's a New Jersey hood ornament. He attracts Volvos. He's like a magnet for him. But either G-Man or one of G-Man's relatives, which I believe it was probably one of G-Man's relatives, looked into what they would have to do to get those guys out of there. And when they saw that, you know, there probably was no way for them to get them out of there through conventional methods due to the fact that there was no tenant agreement or rental agreement, they probably had G-Man set them up in this house, in this Roach Motel, knowing that once they got them out, they could just tell them not to come back. Agreements don't matter. In some cases, all they need is proof. They lived there through mail, which they don't. They had nothing through the mail. They had no bills. They had nothing. They had nothing tying them to that house. Nothing at all. Other than the fact that Jason used to own it. That's it. But Jason sold it. Jason sold it for $1, and there was like $7,000 worth of property taxes that were owed on it. It was under a lien, I believe. But yeah, they didn't have any mail coming to the house. They had no bills. G-Man was paying for everything. Everything in that house was in G-Man's name. Then they screwed unless they look into squatters' rights. I believe that in Pennsylvania, in order to enact squatters' rights, you have to be living in that place for like 10 years, which they weren't in there nearly that long. So they probably could have gotten out through They probably could have gotten them out saying they were squatters. But I think this was easier. I think this was a better way to get them out, was to put them up in the Roach Motel and then just tell them not to come back.
We gave you everything. And here you are putting out fucking bills. This is what I gave them. This is what I gave them. This is what I gave them. You know, all your rewards that you were going to get to heaven are gone now. You bragged. And it wasn't $2,000 a month. $2,000, really? I haven't had food in days, and it's $2,000. Really? I live in some shitty place where there's E. coli in the water. I can't even take a shower properly.
Oh, come on, Shanny. You act like you were taking a shower properly before.
I have to use baby wipes to bathe myself. I have to buy fucking water. Oh, yeah, you really took care of us.
I mean, G-Man probably would have continued to help you as much as he could if you had not made that video telling him that he gave you a death sentence because he could not afford the rent of the hotel anymore, or motel anymore. He probably would have helped you out at least as much as he could. He to help you out as much as he did. You're grown-ass fucking adult, Shanny. You're not some child to be taken care of. You're not some disabled adult to be taken care of. You're a competent, able-bodied woman who could get your fat ass up and get a motherfucking job, but you refuse to. And thank you for that, because I wouldn't be laughing right now.
Yeah, you took care of us while we were staying in a house with no electricity, no water, no heat. Trying to survive. All you did.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I regret to make this announcement, but my peach Bellini vape has just ran out.
It was the bare fucking minimum to help us. The bare minimum. You were barely around. And when you were around, you'd always start fights with us. Or go in between us and try to have us start a fucking fight with each other. And then you'd laugh about it like it's some funny little fucking game, dude.
Well, I mean, watching you two fight is pretty funny.
But you know what? Show your little fucking receipts, dude. I really don't care at this point. Because I gave you everything I had to survive. And so did Jason.
Yeah, Knitting Gamer, that is true. She did not have to buy water. Yes, the place that they were staying at did have a coli in the water, but the office was giving them water for free. The office was giving everybody that lived there water for free. So, no, she did not have to buy her water. They were giving it away. Yeah, rip Peach Bellini. Yeah, no, I need to try and see if I can muster up some money to go out and get me a few more vapes. These are good. I do have one more, which is Cafe Tabac. It's from the Food Good. It's Food God. It's a zero nicotine vape. I enjoy the taste of it.
You didn't do some Christian work of charity. You took. So get off your fucking high horse. You say, I'm on my high horse. You're on your high horse. You are on your high horse. And you took everything from poor people and try to claim that it was charity. Liar. Liar.
Ladies and gentlemen, Shanny.exe has stopped working. At least that's what I used to say whenever Shanny would constantly repeat herself in an effort to make her words sound more believable. I'm sorry, Shanny, but the more you repeat them doesn't make them any more believable than the first time you said them.
And then you tried to get me and Jason to break up so many times when we were staying at that place. So many times you tried to get us in trouble. To break us up. I don't think Shannon's being honest with you. About what?
Well, I mean, for one thing, during the time that Jason was in jail, you were on Instagram making all sorts of videos about him, saying how much you hated him, that you didn't want him back, that he had beat your children and was always abusive towards you and the kids. And then, of course, you were flirting with every guy that came across your purview while Jason was in jail. It was only when Jason got out and you realized that nobody actually wanted your fat ass that you were like, oh, well, you know, I have to be able to forgive him. You have to forgive people. Now, that's probably what he meant about you not being fucking honest with him.
And all the sexist remarks you give me. And then you try to start fights with me because I'm a first wave feminism. I believe a woman should have a right to speak, a right to vote.
You're not a first wave feminist, Shanny. You're not a first wave feminist. You're not a second wave feminist. You're not any type of feminist. And that is a fucking screenshot right there. It's a little blurry, but I will try to get it because holy shit, that is a face. I want that face. That will probably become a future thumbnail.
Oh, a right to have a job, a right to not to have a job.
she's putting this on Instagram and doesn't think that the guy she's gnashing wouldn't see it. Oh yeah, Jason saw it. He didn't care. He didn't care. Jason saw it. He saw it. He didn't give a shit. He is cucked through and through, Max. Cucked through and through.
I believe a woman has their own personal bodily autonomy. And you act like some jackass who think I'm talking about some neo-feminism where all men are dogs.
First wave was pretty racist, so maybe she is actually. Yeah, probably. It would definitely go up with her. Definitely. Shaw, you want the face like Sons of the Lambs want? Or no, I just wanted to use as a future thumbnail. Hello, Blonde Empress. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Hey, you found the missing piece. Yes, that's great. I hate it when those little rubber things go missing. Then you can't wear your earbuds because they're so fucking uncomfortable.
Well, you could go ahead and spout your little MGTOW bullshit, but it's full of division, and it's full of contentment, and it's not of God.
Honestly, neither is feminism. Feminism is definitely not of God. Because in the Bible it says that women should obey their husbands. Or their fathers. If they're not married. Or any man in their family. So, yeah, feminism isn't of the Bible either. Gigi, oh, she says grr. Oh, Gigi go grr. Oh, she grrs to Shanny. It shows the Gidget has very good taste in people. Gigi go grr.
It's not of God. At all. At all. You're a pig. You're a pig.
Well, I mean, honestly, that's the bacon calling the ham a pig, so.
But you know what? You got your little haha, I took the white people down thing. You got that. So, good on you.
Hello, Eli-ish. Your new face. Hello, hello. Don't know what the fuck kind of degenerate shit you were watching that you came across my channel, but yeah, the Bible is pretty misogynistic. She came out from her hiding place under the couch. She sat on my lap, looked at my computer, gird, and left. Aww. Aw, Gigi go grr. I love Gidget. She's such a good little doggy.
Got your little petty revenge on me and Jason, and now you're gonna go and take another knife and stick it in our back and fucking talk shit about us for no fucking reason. No reason other than you wanted to start fights with people on the internet so you could sue Dragnot, and you put me in the middle of it, and you put Jason in the middle of it.
Bitch, you put yourself in the middle of it. You put yourself in the middle of it. Let's not forget that Jason, even in Colorado, you guys were going after Dragnot. Just because he liked to talk about you on YouTube. You guys were sitting there saying that he was basically his company's bitch when he was in the army. Just because he cooked. Just because he liked to cook. You were saying, you were insinuating that just because Drag liked to cook for the people in his company. Yes, that was my phone. I'm getting some notifications. Just because he cooked for the people, the men in his company, he was out back behind the bathroom sucking dick. And taking it up the ass. Pepperidge Farm still remembers. Pepperidge Farm definitely remembers. And Drag definitely remembers. He's laughed at it, but he definitely remembers.
And we told you we didn't want you to do this. We told you to stop. We told you to leave our names out of it, and you couldn't. You couldn't. You couldn't just stop it. You had to be a child. You had to be a child about it. And hurt your friends.
When you guys were in Colorado, you were offering to help G-Man pay for his legal fees if he sued Drag. Jason tried to get a restraining order on Dragnot. Someone who lives in fucking Texas when you guys were living in Colorado. You guys stalked his pages so much, wanting to see what he was saying about you, that when he announced that he was going to be going to New Orleans in Louisiana, Jason decided to get on and do a video telling Dragnot that if he shows up to their house in Colorado, he'll get pulled away by the police. Never mind the fact that Drag was going in the complete opposite direction of fucking Colorado. And let's not forget the time that Jason got on a video and thought it would be a good idea to spam the N-word like 15 times at Dragnot. But no, you guys never start fights. No. You guys never put your own names into shit.
Who you say you were giving charity to, but really not, because you were taking our shit! Every time you were at the house, what can you give me? What can you give me? What can you give me? And we're like, Jason was like, you can have everything I have. I'm sorry. Like, and then starting fights with us over stupid shit over the internet. I don't care about the internet. I don't care what people think about me.
No, what he was telling you was to stop going after people on the internet. Because you're a fucking dumbass who seems to think that you could make some kind of harassment case if you continue to respond to what people were saying to you online. You're that kind of dumbass. You think that if you keep responding and people keep making responses to your responses, that you can collect those responses and say that they're harassing you, when really you're also the instigator. G-Man was telling you just to fucking stop. But of course that's an argument to you because you can't make money if there's no drama.
You care about what people think about you. I don't care what people think about me because I know who I am.
You're a bitch. You're a gray twat waffle.
I know who I
You're a child abusing piece of shit.
am. And I'm not going to take your fucking bullshit any longer. Because I held on to your bullshit way long.
All right, Lady Starfire, thank you so much for coming in, darling. You know, this will be up on the replay whenever you feel like coming back and watching it. No, I will not be kind to myself, and I will chug soda. Damn it. Chug soda if I want to. I'm not going to hydrate just because you tell me to. Aggressively shrimps up. All right, back. Redo the last 30 minutes. Fuck you, Mango. I'm not doing that. No, I'm not doing. I am not doing that here. I'm not doing that. No. You can, however, have this.
If you're fucking happy and you motherfucking know it, clap your motherfucking hands. If you're fucking happy and you motherfucking know it, clap your motherfucking hands. If you're fucking happy and you motherfucking know it, and you really motherfucking want to motherfucking show it. If you're motherfucking happy and you motherfucking know it, clap your motherfucking hands.
There you go. You can have
If you're fucking happy and you motherfucking know it, clap your motherfucking hands. If you're fucking happy and you motherfucking know it, clap your motherfucking hands.
I accidentally hit that twice.
Just to survive. And instead of actually helping us, you put us in one shit situation after another shit situation.
He didn't have to. I know. I need to send you that clip because I love that clip. I got it from Mama Shaw. She sent it to me on Facebook. I just need to send you that clip. But he didn't have to put you in anywhere. He didn't have to put you any fucking where. He didn't have to pay for your bills. He didn't have to, bring you Delta 8 drugs. He didn't have to bring you drugs. He didn't have to do all that shit, but he still did it. And like I said, I hate saying nice things about G-Man. It makes me feel fucking dirty. But I will at least say this about him. He supported your dumbasses for way too long. And it shows with how entitled you feel to that help. You feel like you were owed that shit.
And now you're saying, get a job. How? We got no phone. We're destitute. We live in the middle of fucking nowhere.
Also, their claim of not having a phone was later proven false.
Where the water has E. coli in it. Yeah. You took care of us. Bullshit. You used us and took everything we had. That's how I see it.
Well, bitch, I think you need to get a new set of glasses, because that is not how reality is.
Giving us a couple $1,000 every month. You're full of shit. When we were living at that house, you were giving us $20 here and $20 there.
But he also paid the property taxes, paid to fix up the house, paid for it to have electricity, paid for it to have water, paid for it to have gas for the heater, paid for all your utilities, all of your food. He bought your kids clothes and bought them beds because they were sleeping on blankets on the fucking floor. He didn't have to do that. I mean, I wish he would have called CPS instead of buying them all that shit. But, you know, it is what it is now. The kids are gone. Kids are out of the house. I'm glad for that. But also, like, they don't even deserve the 20. No, they don't. It's like, G-Man was buying them a lot of shit. He supported these two stupid idiots. Even before they came to Pennsylvania, when they were still living in Colorado, G-Man was paying for a lot of their shit.
You only been doing this $2,000 a month. It's not even $2,000 a month. Liar. Liar. You only been doing it for a couple months and you act like you've been doing it the whole fucking time. You liar. You charlatan, lying sack of shit.
But, however, even though these two were getting everything paid for and they didn't appreciate it, I will definitely appreciate it. And I will take a shot. If you guys send me a donation. But I do need to go ahead and just take one for Matt, because Matt did send me the $5. So, let me pull out my vodka. Because I am unemployed. So why not? I pull out my vodka. Pour myself a shot. No, this does not make me an alcoholic, because I don't do this often. So, Matt, thank you for your donation. Your shot's a little late, but here you go, buddy. Salud. Thank you so much. But, yeah, you guys can definitely send me money. I'll greatly appreciate it. Hi, Undead Ramen! Whatever it was, you could have paid a smaller mortgage than that. Yeah. Not even $2,000, not your grocery bill then. Yeah, I know. He was paying for all sorts of shit with these two idiots. But, you know, he didn't pay for anything for them. He just took from them. Just took it.
And then you make us hold on to all these horrible things while threatening us. If we said anything, you'd do this to us. But yet you're the one who said that stuff to us. And you're still threatening us for just speaking how we feel. For just speaking our minds, you're still threatening us. Fuck you, dude. I'm so sick of you threatening us, and so sick of you silencing me with your threats. I'm so sick of you putting me...
Oh, Mango, I want ramen! Send me some ramen. I want some ramen. I mean, I'm only taking a shot if I get a donation, but Matt had already given me one earlier, so I figured I owed him one. But I want ramen. Send me some fucking ramen.
In the middle of your fucking fights. For years you've been doing this. For fucking years! And I have nothing left to live for anymore. I'm gonna be in a fucking car. With my legs swelling.
Yes, Shanny will remain here in hell. And as they say on Has Been Hotel, hell is forever. Whether you like it or not. Hell is forever, and it's meant to suck a lot.
Being in horrible pain. Because of your greed. Because you decided to take everything from someone. Instead of...
Now, I would like to remind everybody that at this time period, they still had the Durango. The Durango was fucking huge. Shanny's big fat ass, if they had folded down the fucking seats, Shanny's fat ass could have sat in, because I've seen a lot of 600-pound life. They fit some biggins in the back of them vans. But they could have folded down the seats, and Shanny's fat ass could have sat back there on a mattress with her legs stretched out, would have been perfectly fine. The way she's talking, she would have spent every single waking minute in the front seat of that car, which is a bold-faced lie. Because at the time, they still had the fucking Durango. It had not been abandoned on the side of the road due to a flat tire, according to Jason, or whatever it was. But no. Yes, had their chance to behave better, now they boil in the pot. Yes. Yeah, hell is a terrible place, but even I wouldn't curse it with the presence of Shanny. No, I wouldn't either. That's one of the reasons why I keep saying that Shanny's still here, is because heaven won't take her, and hell, neither heaven nor hell want to take her. Oh man, those cooler things don't really work well in humid climates, I heard, but maybe those room darkening curtains can help a little. It'll keep the heat out just a little bit.
I'm thinking with your head, whoa, they're destitute. Maybe they need this. And then you threw the rest of our stuff away when we weren't there. So don't with me!
Shanny, you act like your stuff was worth saving. Your stuff was destroyed. The stuff you brought from Colorado was disgusting. It was filled with cat piss, cat shit, hair, stank of fucking body odor, and bad weed. Everything that you brought from Colorado was junk. Why would G-Man hold on to that shit? Why would anybody hold on to that shit?
You hold on to any information to use it against people. You threaten people. You plot against people. And you think you're going to get in the kingdom when you're plotting and threatening against people. Do you honestly think Jesus Christ will let you into his kingdom knowing that you defraud and fake and scam everyone that comes in your being?
Hi, Shanny from the future. This is Shaw from the future. Hi, past Shanny. You also scam and defraud and take advantage of people. It's what you do. It's what you're known for. You are currently taking advantage of the kindness of other people who are unaware of your past behavior and the fact that you never stop doing this and you never will stop doing this because you can't take responsibility for your own fucking actions and your own fucking life.
I didn't take advantage of you. I didn't take advantage of your kindness. You know what I did? And
I will say this much. There's no way that Shanny could have taken advantage of G-Man's kindness because he didn't have kindness in the first place. Oh, welcome back, Rach. Yeah, you. Purple Butterfly. Welcome back.
Be honest with you. I expected payment for me giving you a fucking house, asshole. I expected you to do what we did for you. I expected the same.
Shanny, I think you missed the part where when you give to charity or you give to somebody that you're helping out, you don't expect anything in return for that. Doing work which Shannon can't do. Yeah, Shannon, can you imagine work? But yeah, it wasn't her house to begin with. It was Jason's house. She had absolutely nothing to do with that fucking house. She didn't have her name on it or anything. Everything was in Jason's name. It was Jason's house. But like recently, I did something called the Troll Run. I want to say it was like last weekend, really? Was it that soon ago? But anyway, or not last week, not this past weekend, but the weekend before. I did an event called the Troll Run. It is a yearly event put on by Warcraft Cares to benefit the Trevor Project. And yes, we are already talking about the Gnome Run, which will be in October. The Troll Run benefits Trevor Project. I do not expect anybody in my audience to expect the Trevor Project to give them shit for their donations, and I would hope they wouldn't either. Together, Warcraft Cares raised over $2,000 for the Trevor Project. And I'm pretty sure that the people who gave that money to the Trevor Project aren't expecting shit in return. I mean, I gave some money too because I bought a cup. I bought one of their merch cups. I figured I needed to throw in some money myself, but I got one of their merch cups because it was adorable and I wanted it so bad. And I collect cups. Cups are my thing. Mama Shaw hates it when I bring home a new cup. Cups seem to be my collection thing. So the Knob Run is goblins? No. The Gnome Run is gnomes. That will happen in October, and it's actually an official holiday on the World of Warcraft calendar. I believe it's October 12th this year. We'll be running of the gnomes, and we'll be doing it to benefit breast cancer research and treatment. So, let's see. She deserves all the karma she has coming. What she put her kids through. I raised 3 kids as single mom, paid all my own bills, and asked help from nobody. F her, have sympathy for her. You don't have sympathy for her or him. Yeah, I know. Yeah, well, I mean, like I said, the uncle has the uncle is he's kind of crossed the line from being a caring uncle to being an enabler. I feel like he's crossed that line. Now he's really bearing responsibility. With charity, expecting nothing in return is normal, as we're just happy to. Yeah, I know. Happy to help. Exactly. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Same treatment we did for you. Even though you lied. All through it. And I didn't lie once to you or other people. And this does keep me up at night. It does.
Are you sure it's this that keeps you up at night and not your sleep apnea?
Because I know I'm going to sit in that car and I'm going to have a fucking blood clot and I'm going to fucking die.
Still waiting, bitch. Still waiting.
I know it. And you turn it into money. Filthy lucre. You turn my life into money. That's your rebuttal? I'm going to die if I'm in a car.
We're still waiting, Shanny. We have been waiting for you to die since 2019. We've been waiting for you to fucking die. Shit or get off the pot.
Sitting in a car like that, with my legs like this. Like, I don't sit like that. I'm on a bed, okay? My legs are stretched out. They're elevated.
Bull fucking shit. Bullshit.
All times.
No, they are not. Because even in streams from this very same time period, there was plenty of times that we caught you sitting on your fucking legs. Because you would shift around on camera and we would see your fucking knee bent up under your fat ass. So no. Even now you do the same fucking thing. There have been plenty of times we've seen your knee. Or what we think is your knee. It looks like a giant white blob that has your giant hand sitting on it. But we think it's your knee. And your knee is always bent. You are always sitting on your fucking legs. Never once are they down on the ground. You always have them folded up under you. Which, like I said, kudos to you, because I can't sit like that.
Because they have to be. Or I'm going to have a fucking stroke.
Yeah, when she shifted just right there. See? Look at that. That's her knee. That was her knee. Her knee is bent right now when she's saying this shit. Hi, Zach. How you doing, sweet pea? You having a good day? I'm having a fantastic day. Happy Monday. Happy Monday, everyone. Happy Monday. How you guys doing?
Take that, depression!
Happy Monday.
And the medical system is so fucking slow that my next appointment is fucking October.
Because there's nothing wrong with you. When I first got diagnosed with MS, I saw my doctor for the first few appointments. For the first 2 to 3 appointments, I would see him once a month. That was because we were getting tests done, getting blood tests done, getting MRIs done, getting spinal taps done. Eventually now he's wanting to see me every 6 months. Because right now there's nothing wrong with me. There's nothing wrong with you, Shanny. That's why the doctor's not seeing you till October.
So don't fucking start with me. Don't fucking start with me. Don't try to pull out fucking receipts and say, well, look at this. I did this for Shanny and Rev. I did this for Shanny and Rev. What did we do for you?
Well, I mean, you sold him a house for $1 that had like $7,000 in back taxes and was borderline condemned. And that's a face right there. You get a screenshot of that. That's gonna be a feature thumbnail. That is a scary. Say hello to your sleep paralysis demon, everybody.
I did that for you when you started all that nonsense with me. I still did it. And here you are threatening us. Here you are just being a total asshole just because I said be nice. Be kind to your enemy. You can't even do that. You can't even do that. You think you're going to inherit the kingdom of God when you can't even be nice to your enemy when Jesus...
Oh, there we go. That was a glitch. That was when the Trap House Wi-Fi dropped them. So she's back on now. But no, Shanny, you said a lot more than just be nice. You told G-Man he'd given you a death sentence. You said that your blood would be on his hands. That's what you told him. It wasn't that you told him to be nice to like Burnt Toast and Jules and everybody else. No, that wasn't it. It was because you said he had given you a death sentence because he can no longer afford to pay the rent on your Trap House Roach Motel.
No, I expected payment for a fucking house.
Oh, that sounds like a lovely... your sleep paralysis demon sounds adorable, Max. No, nobody needs Shanny. Definitely not you. I would definitely say if you start seeing Shanny as your sleep paralysis demon, stop watching me. Oh goodness, she sounds lovely. She sounds very much lovely. Oh, your sleep paralysis demon is a Chatter Jedi doing ballet. Oh, she's very polite. She has a staring problem. I would imagine so. I would imagine she has it. She has no eyelids.
Yeah,
see, there it was again.
Be kind to your enemy. You can't even do that. You can't even do that. You think you're going to inherit the kingdom of God when you can't even be nice to your enemy?
Hi, Jamie.
No, I expected payment for a fucking house.
There it is. There it is. There's the knee. Does that look stretched out to you guys? Does that look like it is stretched out to you guys? It doesn't look like it's stretched out to me. It looks like it's bent and she's tucking the blanket under it. That doesn't look stretched out to me.
Yeah, I did. You still haven't paid it fully either, G-Man.
Hi, Yammy! Yeah, Shanny couldn't be nice if it fucked her.
Mo, bitch! That's my boy!
And now, I am going to fuck you!
Yeah, it's her busted knee. Stinched out, maybe.
And you still haven't gone by your word in our deal. Where's my money, G-Man? Where's these thousands of fucking dollars you promised to give us, G-Man?
At the time that she was recording this, G-Man had not sold the house yet. The reason why he had them move out into the Crack House Motel was not to cheat them at first. It was to get them out of the house so he could fix it up and be able to sell it. Because I don't know about you, but I would not be able to sell a house if I had a sentient mattress stuffed with mayonnaise that smells like 3-week-old tuna salad and her emaciated house elf that smells like 5-day-old ham sandwiches that's been left out in a parking lot in the middle of Florida high summer, sitting in a bedroom, stinking up the place and getting their greasy bodies everywhere. I wouldn't be able to sell a house like that. I don't know about you guys. Maybe you're more talented than I am and you'd be able to, you know, talk them up and shit. But no, I wouldn't be able to sell a house like that. So at this point in time, in the timeline, G-Man had not sold the house yet. He was in the process of getting it fixed up so he could sell it.
For that house! Where is it? Oh, don't worry, Shannon. This situation is temporary until I sell the house, and then I'll give you thousands of dollars, and you can restart your life. And now you went off that. You went off that. And now it's like, oh, I'm gonna rent the house out. Fuck them. Even though they gave me it.
Okay, what G-Man actually said, and like I said, I hate fucking defending G-Man. I hate it. I hate G-Man. Makes me feel icky. What G-Man actually said was that he wanted to deal with Jason alone in this. He didn't want to have anything to do with Shanny. He would give Jason part of the money he would get from renting the house out. But he did not want that money to go to Shanny. And since Jason didn't agree to that, G-Man decided that he was going to sell the house and not pay them anything. Because like I said, at the time, he was not wanting to deal with Shanny. He was just wanting to deal with Rev. Yeah, G-Man said they were always breaking shit in the house on top of not cleaning and stinking. Like I said, I honestly do follow the belief that they were wanting to make that house as much of a wreck as possible. So G-Man would give up on the idea of wanting to sell the house so that way they could continue to squat in it.
No, they spent all the last of their money to give me that house.
Spent the last of your money? Okay. They said they gave the last of their money to Negs. Didn't they? I could have sworn they said they gave the last of their money to Negs. So, how many last of your money do you have? I mean, because my understanding is that when you're down to the last of your money, that's it. You don't get another last of your money. So, who did you give the last of your money to, Shanny? Did you give it to Negs or did you give it to G-Man? The world would like to know.
Pig. Selfish fucking pig. And nothing's going to change my mind from this because this is how I see it.
Again, that's the bacon calling the ham a pig.
You're a selfish fucking pig. And I still expect payment for that house.
Bitch, he ain't got to give you shit because you did not have that agreement in writing.
I still expect you to hold out to your word and give us those thousands of dollars that you owe us, that you said you were going to give us so we could be on our feet. And you didn't do it.
spoiler alert, he does attempt to give them the money, but Shanny and Jason decided they didn't want to have anything to do with G-Man because he had some conditions for giving them the money, which is absolutely his right to do. If he's going to give you money, he has every right to put up conditions to give you that money. And they decided not to agree with the conditions, and so they didn't get a red copper penny from the sale of that house.
You didn't do it. You had a chance to sell that house, but instead you were like, nope, I'm going to do it selfishly. That's how you treat your brother and sister in Christ? Well, you know what? You're going to end up like Ananias and Sapphira.
Who?
You're going to end up just like them, and God's going to look at you as anathema, selfish, thief, Judas.
Hold on, bitch. If it wasn't for fucking Judas betraying Jesus, his ass wouldn't have been on the cross and you wouldn't have a Messiah to worship. So fuck you and your Judas slander.
Selling your brother and sister out in Christ for cash, for money, for lucre. That's who you serve.
Every single time she says Luger, I keep thinking she means loogies. Like, you know, loogies. That's what I keep thinking. Every single time she says that, I keep thinking loogies.
Lucre, not mammon. Not once in your life have you ever truly sacrificed and actually given everything you had for someone. I have. To you.
No, you have not, bitch. What have you... What? What? This is why I love going over these old streams. I love going over these old streams. Shanny, no. You don't get to rewrite history. You did not give everything to G-Man. You didn't give everything to anybody. You were probably one of the most selfish people on the planet. You couldn't even give up the baby carrot and drugs for your own fucking children. You know nothing about sacrifice. Absolutely fucking nothing.
You owe me the same. You even said in your mouth,
gives everyone
this is a life debt I'm giving you guys. A life debt. Really? Well, I guess the life debt sure fucking dried out.
See, that's what I mean. You took advantage of him because at the time that you guys, quote unquote, gave him the house, which you sold it to him for $1 and put him $7,000 in debt right off the bat due to the property taxes. You took it back when you let him come in, move into the house. He was going to fix up the house for you, but you guys got into an argument, so you decided to kick him out.
I guess it sure dried out, and everything you said you were going to do for us was a fucking lie. It was just a scheme to make us think you were going to do something, and you really didn't.
That is true, Graveyard Flower. She did sacrifice her teeth for drugs and baby carrot. Drugs, food, and baby carrot. She did sacrifice her teeth for that. She just certainly did. If you'll notice, even now, this is from like 2022, somewhere in that general area. Even now, you can see she has more teeth in her mouth than she does now.
You want me happy about this stuff? I'm not happy about this.
And nobody cares.
I'm not happy about this.
Nobody cares.
And I wish I never met you. Or anyone on the internet, for that matter.
This is a funnier line when you remember that she met Jason on the internet. This is a much funnier line when you remember that she met Jason on the internet. The very same person who's probably sitting right next to her in the bed. Probably sitting right there next to her. She's sitting there saying she wished she'd never met anybody on the internet. She met Jason on the internet. Welcome back, Yami.
I wish I shut the computer down, never looked at it. I would have still been married to Chris.
Oh my god. Oh yes, I forgot she does this too. She does this here. Shanny is sitting right next to the man that she got everything from. She helped him spend all of his money and even get into debt. But she wishes she'd never met him and that she'd stayed married to her ex-husband. While she's sitting next to the very man that she's currently with and left her ex-husband for. And Jason is right there next to her, sitting right next to her while she's saying this shit. Just as he does every single time she goes off about Chris.
If it wasn't for you also interfering in my marriage there. You also said to Chris you were going to steal his house, his money, and me. You never got me, though. You got everything I have, but you never got me. Doesn't that...
No, I don't think, I don't think that G-Man ever said he wanted Chris's house and his money and you. I think G-Man has made it perfectly clear he does not want you. Because you tried to flirt with him when you got divorced from Chris. You tried. You tried so hard. And you can try to deny it, but your mother has backed it up, and there are streams that back it up. Go onto the Fundy archive or Fat Courtney Love. You will find these old streams from Shanny when she had just divorced from Chris. She was flirting with every man she could flirt with. Mostly G-Man, though. She really wanted to break herself off a piece of that dark chocolate. That moldy dark chocolate that gets UTIs all the time. But still. She wanted to break off a piece of that dark chocolate. Yeah, G-Man doesn't want you. He wants Jason. If it wasn't for you, they could be happily living together as husband and husband.
I suck. But you can't get someone like me. Because someone like me wants someone who's honest. Someone like me wants an actual believer in Christ. Someone who is given, kind, believes in charity. And you damn well...
You don't believe in charity, Shanny. You give things to people under the expectation that they're going to return the favor to you. That's what you do. You give people things under the belief that they're going to just give it right back to you. They're just going to give something back to you. Or that you can hold it over their head to get a favor at a later date. That's what you do. That's what you think charity is. That's why you're constantly bringing up money that you've given G-Man, money that you've given Foodie Beauty, money that you've given these people with Cameo. You sit there, you consider that charity. That's what you consider charity. Charity is giving to someone and not expecting something in return. Charity is helping someone out and not expecting them to pay you back later. That's what charity is. You wouldn't know charity if it crawled up your ass and died.
No.
Like a lot of
You know
things.
all of this, what I'm saying is true. Yeah. I'm looking at you for paying me. You owe me big time. You owe Jason big time. And if you say a couple...
Well, I mean, Bill Portley, would you honestly want to pay for the rocket fuel to send Jason and Shanny into outer space, especially Shanny? Would you want to pay for the fuel that's going to get them up there? Because it's going to take a hell of a lot of fuel to get Shanny's fat ass into space.
A month of paying for this place is your way of being free. You have a lot more to give us. Okay? From your calculations, $4,000. That's all. $4,000. Good for you. You know, that was our last $4,000. You know what we did with the last $4,000 we had? We paid for a lawyer so you could get the house. The last of our money.
Correct me if I'm wrong, those of you who've been watching Shanny for a while. I believe that Shanny told Negs that she gave him their last $3,000 to $5,000. I can't remember the exact amount, but I know that it was a few $1,000s. She claimed that that was the last of their money. But now she's saying that she spent the last of her money to get a lawyer for G-Man to get the house. Correct me if I'm wrong, but if you're down to the last of your money, you can't give the last of your money twice. So what happened? Did you spend the $4,000 on the lawyer, then get it back, and then spend it on negs? What's the timeline here, Shanny? People would love to know. We would love to know.
For you.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, PetSmart. Yeah, her money? Yeah, it was Jason's money. It was Jason's money.
For you.
No, it was not for G-Man, because you could see the writing on the wall. You knew that the money had run out. Even if the story is true and you did spend the last of your money to give G-Man the house, you knew that your time in Colorado was coming to an end. And you knew if you sold G-Man the house, that he would pay for the back property taxes. It would no longer be your responsibility to pay for, and he would probably fix that house up so you two could float your way back into that house and be living in there free and easy. That was the idea. I have no doubt that was your idea. Let's sell this retard the house for $1. And then once we get to where we are no longer able to stay in this fancy townhome anymore, we can just go back to Pennsylvania and live in that house. And G-Man will have to let us live there because he owes us for that house. Again, Shanny, charity is giving money or items or property or something to someone else and not expecting anything in return. You have shown multiple times that you are incapable of actual fucking charity. Because you feel like you have to brag about it, and you feel like you were owed something for being charitable, which is fucking ridiculous.
And the whole time we were doing this stuff for you, you were dogging us on the internet. You still dog us on the internet. Don't expect me to be happy with you over this, or forgiven, or loving toward you over this. Because I know you're murdering me at the end of the day. And I am horrified of having a blood clot. Which can...
Yeah, so horrified that you're sitting cross-legged on the bed. When you claim that in order to prevent yourself from having a blood clot, you have to have your legs stretched out and elevated at all times. But yet, in this very video, we have seen multiple times of you shifting around on the bed, and we've seen your fucking knee, where it's folded under your fat ass. But you're gonna get a blood clot and die. We're still waiting on the blood clot, Shanny. TikTok, shit, or get off the pot.
Easily happen with me.
Hey, Catch-22.
I do yoga to keep blood clots out of my legs, but I can't do that in a car.
You do yoga. Oh, yes, your fat ass does fucking yoga. Sure thing. Sure, Jan, you do yoga. Okay. She never had anything to give. Yes, she was giving and spending Jason's money. Yeah, no doubt. Exactly, that was my reaction, right, brother? Yoga? Yoga? Yoga pose, sitting mountain. That's a good one, Yami. That's definitely a good one. I know I've got a hyena cackle. You guys can make fun of my laugh all you want to. I don't care. What do you know? She was just doing sitting mountain. The That's a perfect example of that yoga pose. Sitting mountain. Perfect example.
You're not a man of God, G-Man, at the end of the day. And I don't care if anyone thinks I'm a lion or anything on this. This is between me and you. You're not a believer in God. Because you would have trusted him through everything instead of thinking of your fuck.
Shanny, yoga is not yogurt. Yogurt's healthy though, so. Let's see. It's comical how self-righteous she acts sitting there unable to move because she's got the weight of her 500-pound udders and sequoia-sized tree trunk legs. Being all smug. Okay, Jabba. Yeah, I know, right?
Fucking pockets. When you're the one who put us in this position. You put us here. You put us in this shitty fucking position. And threatening us the whole fucking time. Maybe I'm sick of feeling entrapped by you. Maybe I'm sick of holding my tongue over the most evilest shit you do.
Yeah, she does go on to apparently reveal G-Man's deepest, darkest secrets, but again, much like when G-Man was doing it, Shanny fails to realize that everything that she told us, we already knew. Everybody already knew about G-Man, just like with G-Man telling us all the shit that we already knew about Shanny. These two are actual fucking retards when it comes to spilling tea. Holy fucking shit, how did I get to 50 viewers? That's gonna go down in a minute. But holy shit, 50 fucking viewers right now? I'm gonna take a screenshot of that. So I can commemorate the fact that I had 50 viewers at one point.
I can't do it anymore. I can't protect you anymore. You've gone too far in life. And you could go try to make yourself look like this great fucking hero.
Well, I mean, yeah, as PetSmart 1000 says, she is a ton. Yeah, 52 went up to 52. What the fuck, man? You guys got nothing better to watch on a fucking Monday night?
Hero, you're fucking not.
Welcome back, Lady Starfire.
You were just repaying us for what we did for you. And you act like you're some fucking charity hero. No, you're fucking not. What we did was true charity. What you...
No, it was not, because you're expecting something in return. It was not true charity. You do not give to a true charity and expect something in return. When I donate to like the Trevor Project through the Troll Run or the Cleveland Clinic through the Gnome Run, I'm not expecting to get anything in return. I mean, I have bought merch from those two runs before, which all the proceeds go to those charities. But I don't expect, when I just give money to those charities, I don't expect to get anything in return. At all. You don't, when I gave the local homeless shelter a bunch of fucking scarves that I had knitted, mainly to get them out of my fucking house because they were clogging up everything, I didn't expect the homeless shelter to pay me for those scarves. I didn't expect the homeless people who would be gifted those scarves to give me anything in return. When you give truly to charity, you do not expect to get anything in return, which is what you are expecting now. So it just proves to me that you were not giving out of real charity. Graveyard says it's my Friday night and it's 9,000 degrees outside. I'd rather be here. Well, I'm glad you're here, Graveyard. I'm glad you're here.
Did his pennies. We took the last of our widow's mite and we gave it to you. And you take that kindness and you're like, oh, I need more from you guys. I need more. I need more. Well, you got everything. Thousands of dollars of shit you have.
Shanny, stop it. Stop it. Stop conflating the price of the junk that you brought from Colorado. Stop conflating the price of that. A lot of that stuff is destroyed. Absolutely destroyed by your own messy and neglectful behavior. A lot of that stuff is destroyed. And I actually speak from experience. Because I used to be a hoarder. Well, I kind of still am, but me and Mama Shaw, we try to keep things clean. But I used to be a terrible hoarder. To the point where the garbage in mine and my partner's old apartment was to the point where we had to create paths to get to the different rooms of the apartment. When it came time for us to move out, a lot of the stuff that we had in that house, we didn't keep. We did not keep because it was completely ruined. A lot of the stuff. So a lot of the shit you brought from Colorado was junk. It was just stinky, smelly, destroyed junk. That's all it was. So stop conflating the price of the shit that you brought back from Colorado.
In your possession, and you're gonna go around and say that, oh, we owe you money? That you were charitable to us? Bullshit, G-Man! It's not charity if you're getting other stuff in return! You fucking dumbass!
Alright, so that's the end of that video. We are actually going to take a little bit of a dancey dance break because I have to go pee. So we're going to take a little bit of a dancey dance break. I hope that everybody here loves... We're going to turn off my music for one thing. Pause the music. I really hope that everybody here loves cute little pugs because we're going to be listening to Loca. So let's take a little dancey dance break with Loca. Here she is.
Well, hello, my name is Loca and I'm a special pug. I live in Belfast, Ireland, and my favourite thing's a hug. I love to eat roast chicken and my friends say I'm good fun. But the one thing that I cannot do is I can't feckin' run. I'm bouncing, flouncing, falling all around the show. Rolling, bowling, I just can't get it right. Skipping, hopping, tripping up and flopping. I just can't get the hang of it, though trying as I might. I've got a brother Alfie, a little pug like me. Me mum says he's a lapdog and he's never off her knee. He runs just like a bullet that's been fired from a gun. And he's tried his best to teach me, but I still can't feckin' run. I'm bouncing, flouncing, falling all around the show. Rolling, bowling, at running, I'm a flop. I've tried me best, I never rest to run a mile's me final quest. But once I do get going, then I cannot feckin' stop. I've another sister Lucy, a laid-back dog is she. I love to cuddle up to her and she cuddles up to me. She's pretty good at running, and she'd sure do you no harm. Unless you try to take her stick, then she'll rip off your arm. I'm bouncing, flouncing, falling all around the show. Rolling, bowling, at running, I'm a dud. It seems unfair, it must be where in truth I really wouldn't care. The others keep on running while I'm stuck here in the mud. Now me final sister's Layla, a pedigree is she. She won a puppy training prize in 2003. But she can run like Billy-O, flies up and down the hill. If I tried that, I'd fall quite flat myself, I'd surely kill. So I'm bouncing, flouncing, falling all around the show. Rolling, bowling, I think I just give up. It's not for me, it's plain to see, a runner I will never be. So I think I'll just accept me lot and be a walking pup. There's a moral to this story, for happy still am I. Just because I cannot run, no reason for to cry. I love me life, I love me house, and I love me family. And the thing that makes it all okay, my family loves me.
I love Loca. Yes, rip poor Loca. I love Loca. That's like my favorite clip to play. I really do love Loca. Loca's adorable. What the fuck did you come back to? You came back to Loca. You came back to Loca. You came back to one of the most wholesome clips ever in existence. Little Loca. Yes, Loca, Loca. I love Loca. Let's see. Shaw, do you remember or have you seen the video made by the person who bought their Jesus lamp? I remember it, but I don't remember it. For people who are wondering why my super chats are disabled, I've just forgotten to turn them back on. I turned them off for the troll run so that way people would donate to the Trevor Project instead of to me doing super chat to me. So that's why. That's why my super chats are still not enabled. I keep forgetting to enable them every time I go live. I've really got to get into the thing and do it. It was on Drag's channel. Yeah, it was on Drag's channel. Unfortunately, you would have to try, if you wanted to see that video, I believe you would have to try and get into contact with Drag himself. I can't do it right now. I can't do it right now in the middle of a stream. I can't. But I'll turn them back on before my next stream. Plus, I mean, it's kind of nicer to if anybody wants to give me donations, to get them through PayPal or through CashApp. Because, I mean, I still read your messages. And I get the money immediately instead of, it having to wait till the 21st and then YouTube taking a cut of it. So it's just, I mean, for one thing, it's just easier. My memberships are still available if you want to buy a membership or if you want to gift memberships. Those are still available. But, I mean, honestly, I've been kind of liking getting at least monetary donations through Cash App and PayPal. So, yeah. Yeah, all my donation links are pinned. So if you want to give me money, then you can. If you don't have to. That's your choice. But I will say this much: if you do send me a donation, not only will I read your message on air, but I also take a shot of vodka. So rehydrate me with vodka. But anyway, this is a video that Shanny did. This is also during the Trap House Wi-Fi days. I want to say this video she did after G-Man revealed that Jason found a worker at the convenience store down the street from them. He found her attractive. I want to say, and this stream is also where let's see, where is it? This stream is also where this clip comes from.
Some land whale.
It's also where that clip comes from, so you'll get to see that. Yeah, plus those won't censor your comments. You can make as crass and rude comments as you want. Oh no, Thulian, you didn't see like my community tab post or anything. I don't work for the city anymore. I don't drive the van anymore. I got laid off. I've been laid off since the 14th of June. I am hopefully going to be getting a new job soon. I need a raise or I'm forming a union. I don't pay you. You pay me, bitch. No, that's not the hotel parking. Not the hotel parking. But yeah, I got laid off. So it's just what happens. Like I said, I'm hopefully going to be getting a new job pretty soon. That'll put me on the night shift. So who knows? Maybe I'll be able to do some car videos. Who knows? Maybe. And yes, I did edit it to put in the violin music.
I feel so spiritually drained.
I went in and I edited this so I could cut out all the glitchy parts, but also so I could amplify the volume, because Shanny talks so low in this fucking stream, and also to add the violin music. So
so drained.
You let someone in.
Everyone that I ever loved hurts me. And people like to say it's a mantra. It's not a mantra. It's a fucking fact. Especially when I do nothing to them. You see, when I say drama is bad for mental health, it is. It is. Because drama hurts, Shanny.
Shanny, your weight hurts you. That's what I've been trying to tell you. As a fellow fat chick, I mean, I probably weigh about half of what you do right now. Last time I weighed myself, I was 320. I haven't weighed myself recently. But your body hurts you because you're so fucking fat. And because you refuse to take care of yourself. Look at up on her forehead is a fucking rash that she had for months.
Because I feel I'm a human being, and I feel.
They may take our wives, but they'll never take our breadsticks. And I had to stretch. Yes, warts. Yes. Years, at least 2 years. Yeah. Mm-hmm. At least 2 years.
And I'm stuck in this flesh suit.
So are you trying to say that your body's a prison? Is that what you're trying to say? Is that what you're trying to say? Are you trying to say your body's a prison?
That would be the most greatest thing ever if Jesus came back and freed me from my body.
Your prison.
Yeah, because it's a prison. It really is.
This world is a prison.
Yeah, this world is a prison, Shanny.
Knowing that everyone I ever loved hates my fucking guts. Anyone I took time in, anyone I shared.
All right, so since we are into the later part of the stream, we're getting towards the end of it. I feel as though this is a good time to make another announcement, another PSA. I had to burp. Ladies and gentlemen, guys, gals, non-binary pals of the Shaw of Thirst channel, this is the Shaw of Thirst with a public service announcement. Draven of the Draven's Crypt channel is a weenie. You heard that correctly. Ladies and gentlemen, guys, gals, non-binary pals, Draven of the Draven's Crypt channel is in fact a weenie. This has been the Shaw of Thirst with a public service announcement, and we now return you to your regularly scheduled shit show. Weenies. All the weenies.
Heard myself with. I have a lot of abuse in my past. And I get turned into a demon.
You've caused a lot of abuse in your past, Shanny. Big difference. You've caused a lot of abuse in your past. Mainly with your children and your partners.
And because of the...
Oh yeah, and your parents.
Abuse.
If you'd like to go and see this, it is on my channel right now. I do have a live stream where I went over the video of both of Shanny's parents, her mother and her father, Betty and Joe, getting their voices out there. Now, with the fact that Shanny continues to drag her parents' names through the mud, I felt as though it was appropriate to react to that video in order to let their voices be put out there. So if you'd like to go look at that, it is on my channel. Please wait till after the stream is done so I can continue to have the 45 viewers that I currently have. Thank you. Hi, randomly
There's times where I
ignored.
did turn into a demon because of the abuse.
How you doing,
because
sweet pea?
I black out and do stuff that I'm not proud of. But I haven't done that in a really, 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 really long time. So I'm going to give myself some credit there. That I've been really good at holding myself together and not cracking. But when I'm betrayed by another motherfucking friend, it triggers the fuck out of me. And it hurts like fucking hell. And I don't deserve this. Everyone who acts angry at me, ask yourself and be honest, what did I really, really, truly do to you to cause so much hatred?
Well, I mean, quite honestly, you don't have to do anything to everybody who reacts to you personally. You've never done anything to me personally. In fact, I'm pretty sure that you don't know I exist outside of the fact that you think my name is Shao of Thirst instead of Sha of Thirst. But just because you don't personally do something to somebody doesn't mean that they can't comment and critique on your online behavior. It's perfectly fine. They could not know you entirely. And it would be perfectly fine for them to critique and comment on your online behavior. When you put it out there, people are going to comment on it. Like, people can comment on me. People can comment on Drag, Toast, Jules, TGR. In fact, they actually do. At least those guys. I've never heard of anybody commenting on my shit, but, you know, maybe it'll happen one day. Maybe one day I'll get popular enough to where it'll happen. Who knows? But why the hell we got comment sections and shit? Yeah. I mean, randomly ignored. I do hate that her parents. Yeah, I got mixed feelings about the video too. I mean, I do hate that her parents got so involved. But on the other hand, I do think it was their right to make a video, especially because Shanny was just completely obliterating their reputations online, which I know a lot of people it doesn't matter, but you know, Betty at least had a channel at the time. She was doing gardening content, and it could have actually been that she found out about this because people found her and would come to her channel and would mention Shanny. That could have been how they felt like they needed to get their voices out there. So you never know. But I mean, yeah, I wish they hadn't gotten so involved too. Yeah, there were definitely some subtle red flags here and there. I would never say that her parents were perfect. I would never say that. I would never say they were completely blameless. However, I felt like if Shanny's going to put all this shit out here about her parents at least deserve the chance, even from beyond the grave, to defend their own names. So that's why I decided to react to that video.
Most of you out there will be like, she's done absolutely nothing to me. If you're honest with yourself.
No, you haven't done anything to me. You don't know I exist.
The worst I have done, and I will take responsibility for this, is reacting poorly when someone comes at me aggressively.
So, how did your boys come at you aggressively when you body slammed one of them? According to G-Man, which, like I said, everybody knows how I feel about G-Man on this channel. But according to G-Man, Jason told him that you body slammed one of your children. So how did those teenage boys come on you aggressively to the point where you felt like you had to body slam them? How did those boys come on to you aggressively when one of your neighbors called 911 and they could hear you screaming at your kids and they were crying? and they were terrified. How'd they come up on you aggressively then? How did Jason come up on you aggressively to the point where you felt like you needed to slap him and then beat him with a fetish whip? How did your mom come up on you aggressively that you felt the need to lock her in her own basement? Really, Shanny? How did your dad come up on you aggressively that you felt the need to constantly run into his knees that he had just had knee replacement surgery on? Explain yourself, please. I would love to know.
For instance, people like to turn me into a demon because I pushed my dad.
Oh yes, this is the story that Shanny tells, that her dad borderline sexually assaulted her. Almost. She does not. Millie, stop chewing on your butt. Stop chewing on your butt. I don't know if people can hear you, but stop chewing on your butt. But Shanny's about to tell a story about when her dad pinned her against either a counter or the fridge in his underwear and was threatening to knock her teeth out, which, I mean, honestly would have been a benefit, but you know, whatever.
You know why I pushed my dad? You know the reason why? Well, my mom started shit with my dad and me again, like she likes to do. And she got my dad all riled up, and he threw a phone straight at my head. Where
I want to say that at this point, Betty had not yet died. No, Betty had not yet died. Joe was already dead. Joe had already passed. But I believe Betty was not passed yet, or she was just about to pass, or she may have just already passed. One of the three.
Went right through the window. I was like, oh my God, Dad, you could have killed me there because of her. And then, I don't know what happened then, but in the middle, okay? I was 19, okay? I'm 39 now. So this happened 20 years ago.
Bitch, if something is traumatic enough, you will remember it. Even after 20 years. I am 41 years old. I still remember everything. Every fucking thing. From when I got molested when I was 8, 9, 10 years old. I can't remember exactly what age I was. I just know that I was young. I still remember everything from it. Every fucking detail I remember. And I know that people process trauma differently, but you cannot tell me that you do not remember anything that went on that day. You don't remember how you got into those situations. I remember how I got into the situation I was in. I remember it.
But what I remember is him pinning me up against the fridge, and he was half naked. He didn't have any shirt on.
Yeah, graveyard flowers. I remember when I put an axe in my foot when I was like 3 years old. I remember that. I remember putting an axe in my foot when I was 3 years old. I remember that shit. I was 3. Hell, I remember my brother giving me my first haircut. And I was around that age, about 3 or 4 years old. That wasn't traumatic at all. I just remember it. I remember I was standing we lived in Virginia at the time because we were living at my dad's mom's house. And I remember standing on the front lawn looking out. For some reason, I was looking out over the street. And I used to have such pretty long blonde curls when I was about 3 or 4 years old. I remember my brother coming up behind me and saying, "Hey, Kristen, let's play barber." And I said, "Okay," thinking, we were just going to pretend to play barber. No, he grabbed my ponytail, pulled it straight, and the next thing I know, I feel scissors cutting my ponytail off of my head. So it's not just traumatic events you can remember. Oh, Max, that's terrible. Night my stepdad threw me into a wall. I remember the title of the videotape that fell off the TV that made the noise that set him off. Oh man, I'm so sorry about that, Max. That's terrible. I remember stepping on in an anthill when I was around 4 or 5 years old. It wasn't traumatic, but it was surprising. I thought it was just a pile of dirt. Next thing you know, millions of ants. Yeah, I know. I had that same experience. Oh, PetSmart. That's terrible. I remember the horrors of the abuses I suffered in foster homes when I was 4, 5, 6 years old. Stuff I wouldn't wish on my worst enemy. Yeah. Ugh. Yeah, it was pretty funny. Me getting my first haircut. That was pretty funny. Except for the fact that my dad whooped my brother's ass for it.
And he wasn't. He was 6'4" and 500 pounds. Okay. At that time when I was 19, I was in a size 12.
I honestly do not believe that Joe was ever 500 pounds. I really don't. Because if you go and look at the video that I went over a few days ago when both of her parents were in there, you could look at Joe and not believe at all that he was 500 fucking pounds. I believe Shanny is over 500 pounds now. Probably teetering on that 600 pound mark at this point in time. But Shanny's trauma equals she didn't get the last piece of pie every single night. I know that's her trauma. That's her trauma.
Okay, I was not that big at all. And maybe tall for a woman, but I wasn't that big. And I remember him kept pushing into me, and he kept pushing into me. And he said, "Shanny, I'm gonna. I'm not gonna say it, but you know what I said."
Yeah, you said he's gonna fucking hit you, I guess. I think that's what you said. I can't exactly read pig lips. I'm sorry.
Just with his fist up right in my face, and all I could remember is when my dad did that to my mom and broke her teeth. That was all that was going through my head. Oh my God, he's gonna break my face.
Betty didn't have broken teeth. I'm pretty sure, because I've also gone over the video where it was just Betty. And it looked like those were her natural teeth, and not a single one of them looked broken. So she either has a really good dentist or a really believable set of dentures.
Like he did to my mom. So I pushed him off me because I was scared. I didn't know what was happening. And
no, people don't talk about this because nobody knew about it. You had not added this story to your lore yet. People talk about when you assaulted your father on Christmas Eve while you were living with them after you and Chris had gotten divorced. That's what people talk about. Nobody knew about this shit. You're bringing it up to try and paint your dad in a terrible light. That's what you're doing. You're making this shit up in order to make your dad seem like he's this horrible, terrible physical abuser. That's what you're doing. Nobody was, as far as I'm aware of, nobody was talking about this shit. They were talking about when you assaulted your father and had to be removed from your parents' house by police on Christmas Eve. That's what people are talking about. Or the fact that because you got pissy about having to go outside to smoke, that you kept intentionally running into your father's knees, even though he was still recovering from a knee surgery. Because you decided to throw a temper tantrum because they told you that due to the fact your mother had a heart condition and was recovering from heart surgery, that you had to take your fat ass outside to smoke. You couldn't smoke in their house. That's what people were talking about.
Got up, went in his room, slammed the door. You know, I fear men. You know, I was the R word at 16 by a group of guys.
There was never any proof that this happened. Never any proof. While I do not believe that it was as bad as Shanny claims, I do err on the side of caution and believe that something might have happened to Shanny such as this. I do not think it was a violent gang rape. No, I don't. But I do believe that she might have been assaulted when she was a teenager. Might have. A lot of people like to say there has to be a reason she behaves like she does. No, there doesn't have to be a reason. Some people are just born evil. There are people who have done terrible things who grew up in the best fucking circumstances. I use the example of the British nurse Lucy Letby, who has now gone down in history as being the most prolific child serial killer. If you'd looked at her background, you never would have guessed she was capable of it. She grew up in a loving middle-class family. Yeah, her parents were a little bit clingy, but she went to school. She got her nursing license. She was really good in school. She had no issues. No type of problems in school. No type of problems with the law leading up to this point. But then she started killing newborn babies in the NICU of the hospital she worked at. So no, I do not believe that you have to have a reason to be evil. I believe there are some people who are just fucking evil. So she fears the googly-eyed paws. Yeah, I know. She fears men, yet always has been the aggressor when it comes to men. Yeah, definitely. She's always the aggressor. But no. I honestly, there's never been any type of, as far as I'm aware of. Again, people who are distinguished Shannyologists can correct me in the comments or even in the live chat. As far as I'm aware of, there has never been actual legal proof. It has always been either the word of Shanny or the word of Shanny's mom. So it could have been that Shanny had sex with a boy or had sex with multiple boys, freaked out, and told her mom that she'd been raped. That could have happened. It happens all the fucking time. So that could have actually been what happened. But her claims were what led up to her being expelled from high school. Because she claimed that the football team gang raped her, I believe, and then something with the principal of the school. I think the principal was in on it, or the principal raped her or something. But that wound up getting her, those claims wound up, unfounded claims, wound up getting her expelled from high school. So.
And he knew I feared men. I still fear men. That's why I do have some TV in my background, because of the fear of men. It always starts with fear. But I'm not abusive. There's just moments where I'm pinned down. And when I'm being pushed by men, which every time I am being pushed around by men, just like pushed,
Yeah, sweet Lord.
It's going down again. I don't even know why you care about me, Jason.
I do. honey.
Why? Everyone says I'm a monster!
You are not a
Here we go.
And you know that.
I'm just some land whale to people. I'm not even a human with feelings.
That
Oh, what was that,
Just
Shanny?
some land whale. Just some land whale. Just some land whale. Just some land whale. Just some land whale.
Mercy blows! Mo, bitch! That's my boy!
I'm just someone who has an excuse to be mean to. That's what I am.
No. You're a human being with thoughts, feelings, emotions.
Like I said, I actually went through and I edited these because they were split up in different videos. So I kind of they're the same video, you know, everything's the same video, but they were split up into different video files because their internet kept dropping them. So they'd have to start the stream over again. But I just kind of crushed them together. And every single time you see that little glitch transition, that's when the Wi-Fi dropped them and the stream ended and they had to start another stream. So that's why it has that. It was not originally in the video. That was something I put in. Because I was like, I'm not going to be putting like 15 different videos up because their shitty Wi-Fi kept dropping them.
It looks pretty clear.
Praise Jesus.
I feel really beat up because I didn't do anything wrong.
No, you didn't.
A quantum supercomputer calculating for 1,000 years could not even approach the number of fucks I do not give.
If you're fucking happy and you motherfucking know it, clap your motherfucking hands. If you're fucking happy and you motherfucking know it, clap your motherfucking hands. If you're fucking happy and you motherfucking know it, and you really motherfucking want to motherfucking show it. If you're motherfucking happy and you motherfucking know it, clap your motherfucking hands.
Don't tell me to fucking stop. I'll keep it up if I want to.
I don't deserve this treatment when I didn't do anything.
That's right.
I don't even understand why I'm so.
Aww! Aww! Cheddar! Oh, Cheddar thought it was a song? Well, it is a whale song.
Just some land whale. Just some land whale. Just some land whale.
There you go, Cheddar. Have a few more.
Because I don't do anything to anyone.
That's correct, honey.
My chest.
Look up here. That's a clip in her fucking greaseball hair. I have zero doubts that Shanny could not get this thing out of her head. So that was why she decided to cut her fucking hair.
It hurts so bad.
Well, if we need to go to the hospital, we'll do it, you know?
Which one, Thulian? I got lots. Which one, Thulian? Which one? Let's see. I can do this.
Some land whale.
I have this
I wish
one.
a bitch would.
Which that one's already in the Discord soundboard.
Take that, depression.
Gatekeep girls also gaslight here.
Oh,
Mercy blows! Mo, bitch! That's my boy!
Oh, I love.
And now I am going to fuck you.
And then there's this
face was made for radio.
this. Then I have this one. Then I have this one.
Kid, no language on earth has a word for how little I care.
Then I have...
All you do is you say you're destructive, and I'm not. I'm doing everything in my power.
And then there's this one.
Boy, there's no real easy way to say this, but, look, you're a simp.
You already saw the happy, and you know what? I won't play that one. But
You
then
give him the other cheek. That's it. And you swallow it. Like a man does. That's what you do. That's what Jesus said to fishermen.
I swallow.
Then I have this one. So which one are you talking about, Thulian?
I feel alone. So alone. Like, I love you.
I love you too.
But I just don't understand why you did all those things.
I know. And I'm going to tell you that it is reckless because it was...
Oh, which one was a real commercial? The fruit one was a real commercial. This one was a real commercial. Yeah, that one is an actual one. That was an actual commercial. Hello, J-Mag. Yes, the Shanny Smash is always a classic. Like I said, I think Shanny made this video around the time that G-Man had come out and said that during his and Jason's quote-unquote man time, Jason had admitted to finding a person at the convenient attractive. Apparently she was an Indian woman, which, I mean, good for you. There's a lot of Indian women that are, they're hot as fuck. But I think that's why she was so mad. I think that's why she was so sad. She was having a sads because Jason commented that he found another woman attractive.
I had stuff, man. Because at that time, I was just trying to get some kind of medication.
It's not a medication. It's a waste of money. That's what it is. And I was stupid.
Well, I mean, I don't have the link to it. I actually got it from Tumblr, and I just shortened it a little bit to take out like the name of the drink and shit. But I can send you the whole fucking I can send you the whole fucking video. I can send it to you. I just shortened it a little bit. Now that's the one I play when I see Mango.
I'm reckless with it. I don't even want it. It feels like a burden on me.
Shanny, that grease-filled bird's nest on top of your head should feel more of a burden on you than anything else.
I'm so broken in my heart. So broken. Like Jesus was right, man. Not one good person. Nobody is good with the Father. Lots of things, but I'm not malicious. It's not a malicious bone in my fucking body.
Yeah, tell that to your kids and tell that to every single partner that you've ever had. Oh, I got a new clip, guys. I'd like to thank Frank from the Geek Room for this one because he posted it in my Discord.
Oops, I farted again. It popped on my bum. Smells like fried chicken. It's stinky, stinky.
So thanks, Frank, for that one.
That's why I don't go after my enemies. I don't see the point going after enemies.
Shanny, you didn't even see the point of trying to get your children back. The only thing that you want to do is sit on your ass, get bigger and bigger, and be paid to get bigger and bigger. That's all you want to do. Yeah, you can thank Frank from the Geek Room for that one. You can thank Frank. We can play it again.
Oops, I farted again. It popped on my bum. Smells like fried chicken. It's stinky,
stinky. Yeah, that one I got from Frank. He put it up in my Discord, and I had to get it. It was so funny.
And what G-Man did destroyed any hope I had in mankind.
All G-Man did was tell people things that they already fucking knew about you, bitch. He didn't tell us anything new. Everything he said was shit that we already knew about.
Like, I don't believe there's anyone out there that actually really truly cares.
Nobody cares about you at all.
Because people don't look at me as a person.
Just some land whale. Just some land whale. Just some land whale. Just some land whale.
And you look at me like a toy to be batted around and kicked. Treated like...
Yeah, you're right, GA. G-Man did help them for years. Yeah, I have such a hard time comprehending people that don't bathe. I get depressed if I skip a shower. Well, I mean, there are times where there have actually been times where I've had to force myself to get up and take a shower because I just don't feel like doing anything, whether it be depression or fatigue or anything like that. There have been times where I've had to force myself to get up and take a shower. I don't wash my hair every single time. I usually wash my hair 2 to 3 times a week, depending on how hot it is. But yeah, she's gone so long without bathing that her hair is now forming a mass in the back. And a few streams from now, after this one, she actually comes on and says that she cut her own hair. So she wound up giving herself a Karen bob because she could not get that mass out of her hair. And I think she could not get the clip out of her fucking hair.
Crap. I'm dead inside.
Well, now, Shanny, if we could only get your outside to match your inside, then things would be fantastic. No, actually, it wouldn't be. Because if your outside matched your inside, then you would be dead. And then where would I get my entertainment from? So, yeah, no.
You know, I just imagine how my life would have been if I received kindness and nurturing.
Shanny, while I was not around during that time, I was not in the community. I was doing other shit. I have seen the videos just after you divorced from Chris, when you were living in your mother's house, crying drunkenly in her backyard to a stream of maybe 5 viewers. I've seen them. Your mother was nothing but caring and nurturing and supporting of you. After your sister dumped you on her front doorstep because she could not handle you anymore. You cannot tell me that you never had nurturing and caring and loving before after I saw those videos. You can't. You just can't tell me that. That your mother coming out there while you're drunkenly slobbering on a live stream in her backyard while your children are in the house, mind you. And she comes out there and she hugs on you and she kisses your head and she tells you that, you know, everything will be okay, but that you've got to buckle up, Buttercup, and go get a job so you can help take care of your kids, so you can be a fucking adult and take care of the 2 children that you were supposed to be taking care of. She even took you out and got your hair done, spent money on you. She got your hair done, she got it dyed, she got you new clothes, she got you new makeup. She lied about Chris in order to be on your side. You cannot tell me that you never knew loving and nurturing in your entire life when there are videos like that exist. You just can't. You can't tell me that.
I wish I could be nurtured. I need it.
Oh, Knitting Gamer, they had already been they were already with CPS at this point during the Roach Motel. They've been with CPS. I want to say it's been 2 years this past June, and I want to say that this was like in September or October of 2022, because they got kicked out of the Roach Motel and wound up back in the uncle's house just before Thanksgiving, I want to say. It was around Thanksgiving. So this was probably in like September or October of 2022, and the kids had been taken in June. So the kids were already out of the house. So the kids were gone.
I need to know that I'm loved and cared for.
No. She needs a no. She needs a no. Stop! Don't touch me there. This is my no square.
I've been committed to that quite a while, honey. I have been.
Then this shit comes out.
Yeah.
And it makes me question everything.
But it was during that time that I was messed up, man. I'm telling you, that's what it was. It was.
Jason, it's not messed up to find another person attractive. It is not messed up. That's what I want to say started this whole fucking thing. This whole goddamn stream was that G-Man had come out. I believe he'd done a interview on Drag's channel, and he was saying that Jason, during their man time, go figure what they were doing then. I want to believe naked wrestling, but whatever. Jason admitted that he found a convenience store clerk attractive. And I want to say that's what started this. That's what started the stream. It is not messed up to find another person other than your partner attractive. It is not messed up. What is messed up is if you decide to cheat on your partner with that person you find attractive. That's messed up. But it is not messed up to just find somebody attractive. You can find somebody attractive and not have to fucking sleep with them. You can do locker room talk and still not sleep with them. So no, Jason, you were not messed up saying that you were attracted to somebody else. You're just saying that because you know Shanny is a fragile little flower and she cannot have you finding any other woman attractive but her.
It's not me. It was not me. Nothing like me.
Like, really, what is the point of what you're doing to me? What is the point of this constantly being on my back saying I'm this person that I'm not? and trying to convince people I'm this person or not. Are you covering for your lies? Is that what it is? The constant spamming of trying to make me look out to be some demon when I'm not?
No, Shanny's having a sads.
I just want people to stop fighting. Stop hurting each other.
That's not the impression that I got when you came onto a live stream and told G-Man that he was murdering you. Just because he could not afford to pay the rent or pay for the motel room anymore. And that you two were going to have to be adults and go out and get a fucking job. That's not the impression you gave me.
That's what I want.
Amen.
Hey, Gaunter O'Dim.
I don't know why there's people out there that want to hurt someone. You know.
That they don't know.
I didn't do anything to them.
No.
I wouldn't be mean to them like that. I would never treat someone like that.
That is a sad Shanny right there. That is a sad, sad Shanny. You're a sad sack of shit.
We can say that every person that we've met from the internet, we've been nothing but nice to.
Try.
Bullshit. Bull fucking shit. You have not been nice to every single person you've met on the internet. You definitely have not. I cannot think of a lot of examples off the top of my head, but I'm pretty sure that there are people who could say, no, you were not nice to me when you first met me on the internet. And then there are also people who will say that you were nice to them, but it was just to get money out of them.
Yeah. All of them. All the people we met. You're nice to.
All right, so that one started over again. Sorry. All right, so that is going to do it for the stream. Thank you so much for everybody for coming out. I really do appreciate it. I appreciate all my viewers. I appreciate all my lurkers. I appreciate everyone who was chatting. I appreciate everybody who was here. Thank you so much for coming out. Again, if you would like to help me with my surprise unemployment, you can definitely do so with the links that are linked in the pinned chats. And you can definitely do with the links that are in the description below. I also have an Amazon wish list that's down there. You are under no obligation to give me any type of compensation for this. I do this purely for fun. This is just if you feel like you want to help me, that's fine. If you don't, that's fine too. I'm glad everyone is here. Anyway, I have been on for almost 3.5 hours. I am tired. My throat hurts. I'm ready to just chill and play some World of Warcraft. So I will see you guys the next time I decide to stream. And yes, I will play you guys out with a beautiful, beautiful song. Or song. So let me just pull one up. This is courtesy of the Suno AI app. So I would like to thank Suno AI for their fantastic service that they give making these songs. And today we will play, let's do Cooter Bits and Fun Buttons.
Morning sun is rising. Grab your bowl, it's time to go. Cooter Bits are calling with fun buttons in the flow. Pouring out the magic in your bowl, it's all you need. Crunchy bits and colors, wake up with the perfect speed. Cooter Bits and Fun Buttons, start your day with something sunny. Cozy morning, never dull. Kellogg's makes your breakfast full. Bouncing, every bite's a tasty it better. Crunch 'em up and take a seat. Kids all around now, smiling faces never frown now. Cooters got possessed, fun buttons do the rest. Cooter bits and fun buttons. Start your day with something sunny. Coldly morning never dull. Kellogg's makes your breakfast full.